What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know what it is. Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Powell. Miss Powell, please check your Facebook. I sent you my number. Please give me a call after the show if you like, if it's not too late. I'm not going to be on here too long. Shout out to everybody up in the building. It feels good to be back. It does. And I missed y'all, but y'all know how it is. I've been enjoying the grandbabies. Like, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how much drama comes along with this app. And y'all know how frustrated I am with all the lies. Like, y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I wouldn't mind if they were getting on me about things that I've done or guilty of. I have a problem with jealous monstrels that tend to put my names in things that I've never done, had anything to do with. So, with that said, welcome to the show. You guys, I must tell you, my special guests, they hit me up and they've been around the streets of YouTube before. And I heard they were even on a panel as early as last night. But they gave me the receipts. Now they're running a little late. Okay. So hopefully they'll be along soon and catch up because I already got the receipts. Okay. So we want to hear from them. But baby, y'all know Wiki brings the receipts. See, that's the difference between me and them. They just talk. They just spin narratives. I like to put receipts with it. I like to show you what's going on behind the mother freaking scenes and make it all make sense. Now, as you can see, I put a poll up that was simply, do you think Erica has been faithful to Crier or Mucker? Now, the majority of you guys, you can tell, say that, yes, she probably has cheated. Well, you would be correct. You'd be correct. Now, when I said that, a lot of people got on me and, oh, that's not true. But I happen to know her, y'all. I happen to know her. Now, forgive me for coming on YouTube and doing my job, of what I thought was protecting her and not letting y'all know just how much I was in contact with her. But y'all, you talking about a young lady that I was in contact for well over a year every day. I can count on my hands the amount of times that I didn't speak to her versus the times that I did speak to her. I got to know her very well, and I only tried to help her and be a friend to her. But that's not what she's about. She's very calculating, she's a manipulator, and she does not value the supporters who try so hard to go to bat for her. She doesn't care about them. She doesn't. She wants high numbers and she really wants to be a large content creator. Shout out to everybody up in the building. Y'all know what it is. Please hit that like and let's get this show started. Let's show some mother freaking receipts while we wait on this gentleman to come. Okay? Now, if this is your first time in the platform, then welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay? It's go heat up way more here. Gonna be doing a lot more content. And right now, I am going to be focusing on her ass. I happened to watch one of her videos that someone sent me, told me to check it out because she was still trying to look at herself as a victim when it came to her not having money to pay for services. She still wants to convince people that someone did her wrong for not wanting to do free labor for her. I did over a year of free labor for her. I only got two donations from her out of that time. One $50 super chat, one $50 cash app. So $100. Yet you guys know I did hundreds of videos in support of her, taking up for her. Every one of her enemies, I would go after them like no tomorrow. And when I had people coming after me, who came to my rescue? Not one. Not one. And y'all know what it is. I show y'all who I am. I've never gotten up here and tried to be somebody I'm not. And I always let you know if you get in my face, I'm going to beat your ass. That I said. I have. I've said just not just a talker. So when the time came and I was threatened in real life, I handled it in real life. And people scammed out of my name. But yet people have run around these streets of YouTube trying to attach me to a scam. What the hell? Are you crazy? I didn't get to this age to become something I'm not. I walk in who I am. I don't come up here trying to fool y'all. I don't care if it's 5 people, 500 people. I've done crowds with both. I started off with one person in the chat. Okay, so that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I am being myself and that I have people who are enjoying my content. Now, me and Erica, I used to say, had a lot of stuff in common. I looked at her like a younger version of myself. Skin tone is about the same. She's a little awkward acting. I was very shy. I'm a Cancer. Hey, Lady Swag. Hey, JoJo. Hey, everybody up in the building. But there are some differences. There are. And when I peep those differences, I may not have come on here and told y'all, but best believe I was a dear friend to her and tried to explain to her how I felt. That she needed to make some changes within herself. And for that, I got snaked as well. Today, there is not one single person on YouTube. This girl ain't snaked. The guest that hit me up, because I didn't go out searching for him, he hit me up. Hit me up and he said, look, I want to know why you and Love by Erica aren't cool anymore. And I kind of gave him a little bit of the story about what happened. He said she did me the same freaking way. I was there for her. I tried to have her back. I supported her. I believed that she was being victimized. And I thought I was doing what was right. But it turns out she's just a snake, a user, a manipulator. And he said he wanted to come on the show and talk about it. Now, he did hit me up and he let me know he was going to be coming off of work. So we're going to wait on him to come to tell his part of the story. But what I'm going to do is show y'all some mother freaking receipts. So let's see where the likes at. And if you just coming up in the building, welcome. You just starting. So, hey, you ain't missed much. Just go ahead, hit the like button. And let's start this story. You see, this story starts early on, okay? Air Love by Erica's career. Early on. And most of you already know the story about how she got crossed up with some of the bigger YouTube content creators, wanting to collab and all of this and that, and, losing her job as a police officer, right? And most of you already know that there was a gentleman by the name of Lance, okay? Now, Lance came on my show. He's actually been on here about maybe 2 or 3 times I've interviewed him. And Lance was one of the people that was involved in the prank. So I need y'all to follow this because it's very important that you understand just how calculating Love by Erica is. You see, Lance has played ball with a lot of the bigger content creators. A couple to name is Chris Sales, Damian Prince. Oops. Did I say Damian Prince? Hold up. Yeah. You see, Lance has met the Prince family. Yeah. He's met Chris Sales and all of them. Played ball with them. Joel, all of them. And he did have aspirations to have a YouTube channel. So when he went on Twitter and put up a post he was just about to start, up pops Love by Erica. Now, at the time, he didn't realize that this was the young lady that had had dealings with all of that mess. He didn't realize that Love by Erica was at the root of this, tragedy that cost his friends felonies. Didn't know it. He didn't realize it. One of those other people was a man by the name of Vaughn. He's in the channel M and Vaughn. Okay? Now Vaughn is friends with Damian Prince. Damian Prince. Are we picking up on what's going on here? Are we picking on the fact that Love by Erica will do anything and everything to be around people that are connected to the Prince family. I hope it makes sense to you, because it makes sense to me, especially after I talked to this young man. So she hit him up and said, hey, I'm trying to work with some smaller YouTube content creators. So he was with it. Now, the other people involved, like, of course, Devon, the person that you just saw, and other people don't want anything at all to do with Erica ever in life. They're never, ever, 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 ever going to have anything to do with her in life. They're not. She won't give up. She wouldn't give up. So she went so far as to even give Vaughn new pictures. Now, I don't know how y'all feeling, but that's tea to me, because everybody knows he's been with M for years. And everybody knows that M and Vaughn have done several videos with Mr. Cryer, NBA young man. Now, I'm going to be showing receipts throughout. So I need y'all to take note. Okay? Put that video, that receipt back up. So M and Vaughn have been a couple, in a couples channel. And that was somebody else that she tried to seduce. And I'm going to wait until Lance comes up here to explain that part of it, because he's the one that has a personal relationship with Vaughn. And do y'all hear my grandbabies in the background? Y'all, I do apologize. Y'all know what it is. Okay, Nami, it's okay. So I do apologize if y'all hear them in the background, but they stars. Okay? So, doesn't stop there. Doesn't stop there. You see, she's been dealing with Lance for quite a long time, y'all. Looking for her moment that she could get close to the Prince family. To the Prince family. Now, I know that sounds odd to you all, because it really sounds odd to me. But she's very vicious, and she's very jealous of these people. And we witnessed it, y'all. Y'all know we have, right? You've seen how much she is after what they have. You've seen how much she wanted to be welcomed by them. She even allegedly had a child with Damian Prince's father. Any way she could get to them, she used it. And Lance just got caught up in the crossfire. He's a handsome guy, and he's connected. She saw him as a mark. So we're going to be showing receipts, because I'm not just a talker. Now, this is her asking about Vaughn. Why would she be asking about a man that is, that she's responsible of making sure he received a felony? Vaughn just got off of probation from that stuff that she did, y'all. Just got off of probation. And this is her. This is her. Talking about her favorite people in the world. Now, you could say, well, she is family with them because of Dion. But no, y'all. The truth is, she was using him to get to them. It's always been to get to the Prince family. Now, did y'all see that? Let me know if y'all didn't see that receipt long enough. Definitely can put it back up. Shout out to my engineer that's helping me out. But do you understand where we're going with this, y'all? There is a hatred within herself that causes her to lash on anyone who comes in her path and tries to help her. And then the second side of her does anything she can to use anybody she can to get to the Prince family. She wants them. She wants them. She's jealous. She's envious. She's bitter. Even though she claims to have Mr. Cryer's child. Even though her alleged child is their sibling. This is how she feels. These are the things she talks about constantly. And anybody who talks to her behind the scenes, no, I ain't lying. There's not a conversation that you're going to talk to this girl, and it's not about the Prince family disliking her, the baby daddy that doesn't want anything to do with the baby, the woman that he chose over her, the people on YouTube that are talking about her that need to be stopped. And Lance is a decent guy. He's just like me and you, most of you. I know there's some haters in here, but who cares? They can't beat me. But that's the truth. That's the truth. So she used this man. She wanted him to do her dirty work, the same as she asked me. You see the receipts? Because they get deeper. Oh, they get way deeper. Now, since I'm over here on my Mac and not, hey, what up, Stepper? Thank you for that super chat. Thank you, boo. What's up, Mr. Murray? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to be dropping the link for you. You guys, you know I love you, but this link right here is only for Mr. Murray. So he can come up here and talk about his experience. Because he, too, has the same story. Like I said, he's a decent guy who just wanted to help a young lady out and, most importantly, build his brand. But instead of her being able to show him different things that was actually going to help him, she wanted to use him. And it gets deeper. But I'm glad Murray's here. He can explain those things. Welcome to the show. This right here, of course, is the link, Lance. You're welcome to come on up and correct anything that you feel, if you feel I've said anything wrong. But this is what she wanted him to do. And I, too, have tons of messages since deleted, nonetheless, that were telling me who to go after, who was a threat to her. Thank you, LaShawn. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad to be that bitter. It's sad to be that miserable. It's sad to not be able to just be happy and blessed with what you have. Now, this right here at the top, that bat picture was actually one of my videos. And as you know, Lance was nice enough to come then, too, to my channel and do a show. This is how he knew about Wicked Angel. I never knew that she actually gave him the link to come and told him what to do. But she did. And then, on the flip side, made it seem as though, by chance, he had just been lurking in the bushes, watching everything. That's how it was conveyed to me. That he was keeping watch. He was watching close, and that he was an opportunist. So that he wanted a show. He probably wanted to use her for clout. So we should keep an eye out on him. She didn't tell me, oh yeah, I sent Lance your video and told him to go to your chat. But that's how she moves. She has individuals that she uses to do whatever she wants them to do, and feels like she's the puppet master. even men that she's gotten pregnant. Oh, love by most. Baby, mm-mm. It's way deeper. Way deeper. And I'm glad to finally be able to welcome my special guest, which is Lance, to the building. So give me a moment. Welcome, Lance. I'm not sure if you're loaded yet. I can't see a picture. Hit the little camera button. Let's see if that'll put up an avatar or something because it's pretty dark. Just a moment. Let me take down this receipt. Lance, are you here? I'm just gonna drop you down and give us a chance to get your audio and everything working. But welcome to the show. Okay, guys. So while Lance gets his stuff together, I'm just gonna go on and continue to talking and let you know, okay, that this is what we're dealing with. Okay, and when she had, hey Lance, I see you. Oh, okay. Here we go. There's Lance. How you doing, Lance? Is your
Hey,
sound
what's
up?
up?
There you go. I hear you great. Welcome to the building. Welcome to the show. I do appreciate you for coming. So, have you been able to listen to the show thus far?
Nah, I just got home. I'm actually in my front yard right now. My
Oh,
kids
dang, you
inside.
were rushing, huh? Well, I went on and started the show because I did set it for 9 o'clock, and I was just kind of giving them a little bit of the backstory about how you got kind of connected to Love by Erica.
Uh huh.
So, can we start from there, and you can just jump in because I haven't even gotten to the stuff that's go really probably make cry you cry tonight, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh yeah. You want me to go ahead and tell them?
Well, let's start from the idea that when she met you, you assumed that this was going to be something that would be good for your YouTube platform. You didn't really realize that how connected you were to other people, other content creators, was what she was using as her motivation, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
let's start from there.
Um. I mean, everybody that's tuning in, I'm pretty sure they already know who Chris Sales is, who Vaughn is. I had just met Nair and Jalen probably the week before, but we ended up doing a video where where they impersonated a cop, and I was the guy that they pulled over in the Jeep that pulled the gun out on him and chased him. Uh, Everybody knows hell broke loose after that video was made. They ended up being arrested, and I ended up talking to some people that was cool with them also to help get them out of jail or just to tell them how to go about getting out of jail. Well, fast forward, it was about 3 months later, I ended up making a Twitter, and on the Twitter, I put that I was a beginning YouTuber. I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know how to work Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I was just doing it. And then first message I got was from Erica. I didn't even know how to, navigate through Twitter, but it said I had a message. So I clicked on it and she was asking, was I a YouTuber? I told her, yeah. And then she offered me some money to do a video. So I told her, like if you just show me the ins and outs of YouTube, how to make videos, how to edit them, how to do all of this, you don't have to pay me anything. I'll just do the videos for free.
Well, now at that time, did you realize this was someone who had run in with Chris Sales and them?
No, she hadn't even met Chris yet. She never met Chris.
She just met, was it Vaughn and
Yeah,
Nair?
she was. She did some videos with Vaughn and Emily, but she never met Chris because that's what she told me. Um, nah, I thought that I had just got lucky and started a Twitter, and then a YouTuber reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
But you are already on her scope. She already was watching and knew.
yeah, it's crazy because I don't even know how she found me on Twitter. like I probably had 15 followers, and those are people that I knew from here back at home. Nobody knew that I created that page to, pursue a YouTube career. Nobody. So, um, she asked me was I a YouTuber, and I'm just like, damn, like that is that easy? So I told her yeah, and we agreed to what I said. I do the video. She didn't have to pay me, just
Mm-hmm.
just teach me the ins and outs. So she said okay. So she ended up coming to Houston. Probably.
Okay. Let me stop you right there because you before we stop talking about them, I want to go over something you dropped on me with the audience, and I wanted you to like say it in your own words. What what was said about Vaughn? What was the relationship she had with Vaughn or wanted to have?
Um, at the moment when I met her,
Yes, like what was she saying about? You told me something about Vaughn that she did.
oh, what Vaughn told me. Are you
Yeah.
talking about what I told you that Vaughn told me?
Yes.
That was a little bit later on. This is like when I'm
Oh,
just now.
okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
so this was later on. She hadn't done it yet.
yeah. This
Okay,
is when
well,
I'm. Yeah, I had just met her online right then. So she came to Houston. It was about a week later, and we ended up doing a Q&A video. Me and her was sitting side by side. I had on a Rockets hat, black shirt, and a gold chain. I don't remember what she had on, but she was telling me that she'll edit the video. But before that, I had skipped the whole part. She came down and she got a room at the DoubleTree on Westheimer, down by the Galleria. And I told her that I was on my way down there. It takes me like 15 to 20 minutes to make it there because I live on the same street as this hotel. So that day, the street lights on Westheimer were all out. Westheimer and some other streets, they were all out. So it took me a long time to get to the DoubleTree. It took me almost 2 hours. And plus, I stopped by the Galleria, bought some stuff, talked
mm-hmm.
to some friends in there, and then I made it to the hotel room. So when I got there, I went and I knocked on the door, the room door that she said that she was in. I knocked for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, man, like, is this a joke? Yeah, like, ain't nobody came to the door yet. So a maid walked up on me and was like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get in the room. Someone's in the room I'm supposed to meet." She was like, "This room is empty. I'm about to clean it out." So I called her like, "Yo, what is you on?" And she was like, "Oh, I changed rooms. I'm actually up one more floor." So
So
I'm like,
what, what do you feel her reasoning was changing rooms? And I'll tell you what I
I,
feel it was. But what do you think her reasoning for changing the room was?
I don't know. It was weird to me, but I wanted to think some of it, but what can I think of it? It was weird. I wouldn't do it, but I don't. It didn't. Nothing hit me at that moment.
Well,
But I
let's
went.
just say, what if you were in a relationship with someone and you then had someone else come into the hotel who, and that other person, your person that you're in a relationship with, knew what room number you were in? Wouldn't you want to possibly switch rooms?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Do you think that could have possibly been it?
it could. Yeah.
Now, what? Okay, so when you first started dealing with her, how did you feel? Like, did you feel like this was a decent girl? Did you feel like she was genuinely being honest with you and really trying to help you out? Did you feel like this might be the start of a romance? Were you attracted to her physically, or what was like going on behind the scenes, not just with the YouTube?
Nah. As soon as she hit me up, it was about business. I opened that letter. I mean, I opened that message on Twitter that I still have. I still have it. I opened that message on Twitter, and it was straight about business. It was nothing more. So after that, like I said, it seemed like she was shooting straight shit. Telling me
Mm-hmm.
everything that I didn't know, things that I needed to know about YouTube. I really thought that she knew exactly what she was talking about. And I'm looking at her page; she had a decent amount of subscribers. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah. She knows what she's talking about, so that's why I agreed. Like, money gonna come and go. I don't care if she gave me $500 for doing that video. I got kids, I got rent, I got bills. That would have been gone immediately. But if you teach me how to do this, I can, make my own $500 multiple
Definitely. So
times.
in other words, instead of giving a man a fish, teach him how to
Teach
fish.
them how. Yeah, teach them how. So
Okay, so she hadn't at that time started flirting with you.
nah, but it was quick.
Okay, now let me ask you this, because she and Crier were off and on quite a lot. Okay, it was very rocky to say the least. So at this time when you met her, was she in a relationship with Crier?
She didn't mention anything about anybody being in a relationship with anybody at that time.
Okay. Okay, so far as you knew, you were just going to be doing some collabs with a bigger YouTuber who had a couple of followers that you thought you would definitely benefit. You were interested in starting your platform, so you saw nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
Meeting up with them, collabing with them, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did things change, or when did you say it changed quickly? When did you notice she possibly had a little crush, or did she have a crush on you?
After I left the room that day.
Oh.
After after I left the room that day. She
So right
like I
after
said,
you all, and excuse me for cutting you up, but I'm trying to make sure I stay with the story. So this was the video in which you all did where you were, what was the title? Like it was more like you flirting with her and things of
no,
that
this
nature,
was just a
or
Q&A. This was just a
okay.
Q&A. The she was asking me questions like, what do you look for in a female? Like just asking me questions, and I was just answering them back. And we both were sitting there side by side on the bed, looking straight into the camera. Um,
Okay.
it wasn't anything done. Like I said, everything. I don't understand. Um, like if I tell the story, like I said, she said she was upper floor. So I went ahead and went up a floor. I went up one more floor. So I'm knocking on the door, and she's still not coming to the door. It took like 2 minutes, and 2 minutes a long time when you just at a door. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm finna walk off. So I turned around, and then the door swung open. So when the door swung open, she looked real fucked up. Like she was in there,
Whoa.
like she was fighting. She was mad, and she had been crying. And
Okay.
I'm looking at her, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And like I told you, I'm 6'4", 245. I was scared to go in the room. I ain't scared of
Yeah,
nobody.
you told me that something the energy was just off. Like, so
Yeah,
she had been crying. Now, was this when Crier had left her in a hotel, or
nah.
was this just
This
the
is
average night?
this was just the first time I met her. I didn't know anything about Crier. I don't even think her and Crier were talking at the time.
Okay,
This
so
is when,
you open the door and she's looking like what,
yeah, she looking.
crying?
Yeah, I'm really thinking she finna swing on me. I know I'm late. But like I said, it's traffic and everything. So I walked in the room, and I just stood by the window, and I'm looking outside down in my car. I parked illegally, all in a spot I wasn't supposed to be in. I'm trying to make sure I don't get towed. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking, and she's just walking around the room. So then
Very upset and angry. What was she
yeah,
saying to you?
she wasn't saying anything.
Oh
So
wow.
then she sat down on the bed, and she was like, she told me she had been crying. She thought that I stood her up. And she was like, she was supposed to do something in Lufkin with her son, but she left him in Lufkin. She came down there. She bought the room. She bought it for 2 days. And she thought that I stood up. So she was upset about that. And I'm like, nah. So I explained to her, I'm like, yo, the street lights, everything messed up. And I was like, then I had to find a spot. I'm like, look where I'm parked at. So she looked out the window. My Jeep is like across the street in an area it is not supposed to be in. I'm just keeping an eye on it. So she ended up setting up all the equipment, and we wasn't really talking about nothing, just talking about what we did that day. I'm like, I went to the gym earlier, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So she set up all the equipment, and she told me what type of video it was about to do, and I'm like, all right, I'm nervous because, like I said, I had never done anything like it before. We
Okay.
ended up doing the
And her
video.
tone then changed. So she calmed down, got
Yeah,
herself together. She was ready for the show to go on.
yeah.
Okay, so you weren't afraid of her anymore. You felt like, okay, you could go through with this. It was
Nah,
all
my
right.
guard was down then. my guard was down, and I'm like, yeah, she cool. Anybody'd be mad if somebody late. But we did the video, and I ended up leaving. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym. So I went to the gym that night. I hooped with Vaughn and I hooped with Joel. So the next day, I'm back in the gym. While I'm in there, I'm about to start playing again, and we always play from 9 o'clock at night to like 3 in the morning. So
Okay.
I'm already out there at the gym finna play, and she texted me, was like, "Hey, let's do another video." I'm like, "Bet." Like I said, so I got back in the car immediately, drove up. Now it didn't take me 2 hours to get there. Like I got there quick. So
Okay.
we did a so anxious or like a prank, like a lyric prank, where I'm in the bathroom. No one knew I was in the bathroom. They're thinking I'm at my house.
Okay.
So I'm texting her the lyrics to Genuine's "So Anxious," and she's responding back like I'm trying to talk to her. I'm like 9 o'clock, and she was like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Home alone, paging you and wishing you come over," and she'd be like, "Boy, stop playing." So like that was just a prank. It was just that.
Little flirtatious setup prank that you guys did.
Yeah,
And I'm sure you were happy because this is a larger content creator who really is doing what they said they were going to do, teaching you the game, giving you an opportunity to make videos and put your stuff out there, put
yeah,
your name out
yeah.
there. Okay. So now at this time, has she flirted at all?
Nah, it's when I left that room that night. I left
Oh,
that took me like an hour and a half to do that little video, and I went back to the gym. So I went immediately back to the gym, and people were still like just now actually starting to show up. So I'm sitting there, we start hooping. Joel asked where I went. I'm like, oh, I had to shoot up the street to do a video, and he was like, what video? And then I'm telling him. So I ended up showing them who I was doing the video with, and I'm showing them my phone, and I think she had just posted it. And then Joel looked at it. He was like, "Oh man, that's dope." He was like, "I'm a screenshot and repost it on my story on Instagram, and some of my subscribers will come subscribe to you." And I'm like, "Bet." So I asked Vaughn to do it. So Vaughn looked at the phone. He didn't say anything.
I'm sure he
He
didn't.
he didn't say anything. So after we started hooping, like it was over with. Joel told me that he had already posted it or whatever. So like I said, me and Vaughn was real cool. Me and Joel had started to get way more cool than what me and Vaughn was. But you know,
Okay.
when I was hooping with Vaughn and Chris and all of them, Armand and Trey, I was closest to Vaughn. So Vaughn
Okay.
told me, Vaughn was like, "Yeah, man, you need to watch out for her." And I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "She was trying to fuck with me." And I'm like, "What you mean?" I don't
Whoa.
know where I don't know where they was at, but Emily was around. Emily was around. It was Vaughn, and Erica, they was somewhere supposed to be at some get together, some party or something, and he said that she was trying to fuck with him, and Emily walked up and had just missed it. So
Oh, wow.
he told me this, and like I said, we hooped till like 3 in the morning. I'm leaving the gym. She texts me, and I forgot how it started, but she was like, "So you wasn't flirting with me in the room?" I'm like, "Nah." Like I'm sitting there joking, shooting the shit with you. I ain't saying anything, and that's how it started. How would you turn that into a flirt? I popped up, I did what you told me to do, and then I left. So she started saying that was the only time that I seen her face to face, was those 2 times, those back to back days. And that was in
So let's
that
be clear, okay? Even though there was some flirtation and these and that and this and that, you have not had sex with her. So there absolutely is no way you could be the father of any of her
Nah, like
children.
I said, man, I mean, I put that on my grandma. I never touched her. We never held hands. It was
Okay.
never like everything that she was doing. She would wait till I'm not around her, and then she would send a message. She would send a text message like, "I'm not getting this energy when she in front of me, but when I leave, it's sort of like she's unsure about it if I'm there. But let's see if I throw this out here through message, will he bite on it?" So I never seen her again after that. But we always, I'm sorry, I keep putting the phone up to my ear. I never seen her
It's
again after
okay.
that, but we always text. Like we were texting like crazy all the time about future plans with YouTube. About she was telling me what videos to do. I should put my kids in the videos, yada yada. So and I'm in my hometown. I'm in my mom's house, and me and her were texting. I'm sitting there talking to my mom. My phone buzzed, so I look down and I get a message from her. It's just notifying me like, Erica has sent you a message. So I keep talking. I open a message, bro. Naked picture. I hurried up and closed it.
Ooh. Okay.
Like I said,
Okay. So hold on. Now, how long had this time had you guys been in contact with each other?
we have been talking for about, or not talking shit. We have been doing videos and working for about 3 weeks. Hello?
My bad, I was on mute. Okay, so about 3 weeks after you guys met and started doing the videos, the flirting started.
Now the flirting started immediately. I started getting the pictures and stuff like 3 weeks after.
Oh, the picture started 3 weeks later, and you guys continued to talk, flirt a little bit, this and that, correct?
I'm thinking that she was hit me with. I'm thinking since she's a YouTuber, everything she's saying, not the picture, that can't be a prank. That just came through. I know what that was, but everything else that she was saying, I'm thinking this is a prank. She's sitting there recording her phone like she just had me doing it in the bathroom, whatever. So
Okay, I'm gonna be showing a couple of the receipts that you showed me, and if you don't mind, just kind of express the tone. Like I just showed the one where you said where she was saying, if you and her were to get married. So it was sort of like just a he kiki or what?
hold on. Can you repeat that? Your phone went in and out.
Oh my bad. I showed this was the picture you sent me where she was saying, if God ever made you my husband, it's gonna be some shit. Okay. So was this the tone, just kind of light flirting?
Nah, by that time I already knew what it really was. That was just this past year. As a matter of fact, she called me with Damien, and I made that video. And then she told me this after I talked to her and Damien.
Okay. Okay. Okay, like what as far as like all of the flirting that she was giving you, were you at all like physically attracted to her? It was that something you were
Nah,
willing to
if I
pursue?
was if I was physically attracted to her, I would have just made her my girl. I would have been fucking with her for real. Everything that we
Yeah.
talked about, everything that we talked about was YouTube. And then, like I said, she sent pictures. She started flirting. She was telling me I was cute. She liked my dimples. All of this. I would always be at the gym. She'd be telling me to send me a picture of her work. I mean, of myself working out. All of this. She would call me at like 1, 2 in the morning, all the time. But then,
Mm.
she told me, she told me something. I'm laughing like this shit gotta be a prank. She told me that she wanted me to get her pregnant. Like, would I have sex with her and get her pregnant? And then she was like, I promise I'm not gonna be a worrisome baby mama. And then I was like, man, you can't handle that. I'm thinking like you can't handle that. That's what I told her. And I'm thinking if she's sitting down recording her phone, I'm finna give people something to laugh at. So I'm like, man, you couldn't even handle that. You couldn't even handle me. It said so. She kept saying, I'm not gonna be a worrisome baby mama. You probably a worrisome husband. So she was like, okay, well, F you, I just need the baby. Like I said, so now every time I talk to her, she's telling me that she wants me to get her pregnant.
So do
She
you
wants me to
really
get her.
think she was seriously considering you getting her pregnant?
I don't know,
Because
but
at this time, how long had you guys known each other?
a month and a half.
Good Lord. Wow.
I didn't know if she was serious or not, but that's one reason right there why I didn't touch her. In the message I sent you, you could see where she was like, "If we're having sex, you better not pull out." Like, come on, I got three kids already that I take care of. I don't need a fourth right now. So that's why I was like, nah. And then she kept telling me she'll pay me to have the baby. She'll pay me to get her pregnant. She wants me to sign an NDA so I can't talk about all of this. So I'm telling her, yeah, I signed it, but I never signed anything. So that's why I'm on here talking about it. If I sign something, how would I be able to talk about it? And like I said, it really just made me mad because all of this stuff that came out this past year, when people saying that her kid is mine, She could have cleared that up real easily, but I know for a fact she's the one that put that rumor out there. She's the one that put that rumor out there. She fueled all of this, and then me just sitting here being a dummy. Actually, like I'm thinking I'm taking up for a friend, but you
Mm-hmm.
got a target. You got a target sign on my back. Like you don't care how many bullets I take for you. You ain't taking them. You don't care about
And
anything.
that's
Like
how
I said,
she
you
does. That's exactly
yeah,
what
you
my issue
man.
is. She starts
People
it. She
don't like.
knows how
I
to
sat
throw a
and
rock
talked to
and
her.
hide her hands.
I sat and I talked with her like she was a friend. We used to talk for hours some days. So it just seemed like she was really motivated to make it in YouTube. And I'm telling her like shit, you doing a good job. Like when I met you, you had this many subscribers. Now you got 20 something thousand subscribers, then 30 something. So I'm like, whatever you doing, it's working. So I'm sitting here, congratulating her and thinking I'm talking to a friend, and I'm not. I'm a puppet. I'm a puppet.
Mm, yeah.
Like she'll
Somebody
hit me
she
up and
didn't
be like,
value at
"Hey,
all.
yeah." She'll hit me up and be
And
like, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor." I'd be like, "Yeah, what's up? I need you to make a video trying to holler at me." And I'm like, "Why?" And then she was like, "Oh, this nigga Damien. I tried to work it out for my channel, but f that, not no more." So she wants me to make a video hollering at her saying I'm gonna come to Houston and do this with her and that with her. So I did. She ended up paying me for it. So then, or the first video I sent her, she sent it back to me and was like, "Yeah, I sent it to my team. They said it's not flirtatious enough. You got to redo it." So I redid it.
I
I
did see
redid
that
that one.
receipt. Let me see. Hold on, because I do have that receipt somewhere.
Yeah,
It's so many receipts that you showed. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
and I
But yeah,
still didn't even know all about. I didn't even know all about. I knew nothing. I mean, I knew she was talking to him, but I didn't know anything about him. Does that make sense? Like I seen this person, I seen her
yeah.
with this person, but I don't know this person. So,
So
um,
when this video, okay, so when she comes to you and says, "Hey, can you make a video saying me and you have nothing going on, or should I do it? Whatever." Like, what did you think? Did you think that this might be a baby daddy or something that she was still in contact with, or was she
no,
giving you the?
I thought she was just trying to stir the pot because she kept telling me. I had this understood from talking to her. Like it was point clear. She like I'm telling her what type of content I want to do. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
I'm telling her what type of content that I want to do, but she's not agreeing with it. I'm telling her I want to collab with people. She's not agreeing with it. She was like, you have to do drama. You have to get into it with people. You got to stir the pot. It has to be drama. That's what makes, you get subscribers. That's what makes you get views. So I'm thinking she's asking me to do this
Mhm.
because I already know she got kids. Like maybe one of her baby daddies is gonna get mad. Well, I'm not worried about nobody saying shit to me about it. I'm like, yeah, I do it. I'm like, yeah, y'all do it. Like I said, I'm still thinking she's showing me the in and outs. She's showing me the in and
Mhm.
outs, all of this, and I'm getting paid for it. So that's a win-win. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So I went ahead and did it, and I gave her my YouTube information, my login,
Okay.
everything. So she posted
Oh,
it.
okay.
She posted it as if she was me. She did all of this stuff. Like I don't know how to do. I
Oh,
didn't know how to do
wow.
this.
Okay, you're talking about the post talking about you and her had nothing going on, right?
Yeah, I
And
don't know
that
how.
was really
At the time, at the time, I didn't know how to
your
post
phone was
anything.
breaking. Okay, I apologize. Your phone was breaking up. Can you repeat that?
I said at the time I didn't know how to post anything. I didn't know anything about posting. She had all that information. So she's the one that posted that stuff. I made the video. I was paid to make the video, but she posted
Okay.
it.
Okay, baby. Hold on. I'm sorry, my little grandchildren are in the background, y'all. I do apologize. Hold on. Granny trying to get this tea, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Because this means a lot. Okay, so now she's posting stuff to give the audience the illusion that, of course, you and her had nothing going on. But
Yeah, I
right
mean we
here
didn't have anything
in
going on,
these
but
messages, I'm sorry.
I said yeah, we
What were you
didn't have
saying?
anything going on. I said yeah, we
But
didn't
as
have
far as
anything
the
going on.
flirtation and whatnot, because by that time, if she really wanted you to do videos saying that you guys had nothing going on, then she obviously had something going on with Crier. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I'm just gonna show a couple of
yeah,
these messages to show kind of like how aggressive she was, because it seemed like she was more of the aggressive one in wanting to get with you. And that's just it. So she sends all of these type of messages, saying she's horny. Well, I've been horny, so what you gonna do about it? Okay, and that was June 4th. Okay. And I'm curious to go back at that time and see what was going on, because during this time, could it have been possible she was talking to Mucker too?
yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, girl. You innocent girl. Okay, girl. We all get horny, girl. And like this one, for instance. Girl, take your little crybaby children. She says, I don't want that Satan dust on me. Pull your shorts down. I'm trying to see something. So during all of this, she obviously wasn't playing. She obviously didn't want to just
Nah,
collapse. She really
by
wanted
that
to.
time, like I said, by that time, I really knew that she wanted to mess with me, but I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it. And I was in the gym working out. I posted a video of myself. I didn't have a shirt on. I was lifting weights. All I had on was shorts. She told me to pull my shorts down.
Whoa. And now, okay, so by this time, were you knowledgeable of Baby Daddy? Was this after the video where you said that you all didn't have anything to do with each other?
Nah, she was talking to me way before that, during that, and after that. She had been doing that. She had been trying to fuck with me way before that. She was trying to
Okay.
she was trying to fuck with me when she was with Crier. And then she was trying to fuck with me shit just a couple months ago. And then some shit didn't happen. And then now we here.
Oh, okay. So once you made the videos and everything, and let it be known, like, look, I've never slept with her. That baby definitely isn't mine. I haven't had sex with her, any of that. Did you all have any phone conversations about that?
Did who? Me and her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
I
was her
mean,
tone then? Like, was she pleased with the job that you had portrayed online? Like, was she happy about how the way stuff turned out?
yeah, I talked to her and Damien.
Okay, so you talked to Crier. Okay, so
Yeah, I
when
was
you
at
talked to
work. I was
Crier,
at work. I was at work, and she called me like 3 times. So I had to ignore him. I'm in orientation. So I asked my boss, could I step out? And he was like, yeah. When I answered the phone, I'm thinking like she's finna tell me something that happened. So as soon as I pick up the phone, she was like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at work. And she cut me off. She was like, hold on, Damien want to talk to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she put him
oh
on the
wow,
phone. Yeah, she put him on the phone. So he introduced himself. I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. Like I said, like I used to play basketball with your son and Vaughn and everybody else. So he told me he had got into it with some channel and he needed me to make a video, um, telling people I've never done anything with Erica so they could put that to rest. And I'm like,
well,
yeah, I
now let
do it.
me ask you this. So at this time, though, right, she had been sending you these flirtatious messages, correct?
Yeah.
But you, okay, so okay, so pretty much you didn't want to break up something that she may have had been going on with somebody with a child,
Yeah,
correct?
like
Like,
man,
that's where your head
I'm
was.
seeing like from what she was telling me, he was doing dirt. So if she doing her dirt on the side trying to flirt, they could work that out with them. I ain't never touched her. So I mean, what she was telling me that he was cheating, that he was doing this, that he was doing that. She'll throw him under the bus every time she talked to me, like she was trying to get me riled up, whatever. But
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
yeah, but
I heard
it
the
never.
same thing, all about how he was with somebody else, he was doing this. And I know for a fact she was messing with other men, because that's what she was telling me. You know what I mean? She was saying she was
Man,
just going to
she
YouTube
she
and do
man,
her.
I was I was at my grandma's house before she passed, and she messaged me and was like that I want to send her some money for some wings, and I'm like, God, I got 3 kids I'm taking care of. Like I had all my kids that summer with me. I got all my kids with me. I'm like, Nah, and she got mad. She was like, "Oh, so you ain't never asked no single mama for no money? Get the fuck out of here." So I didn't respond back. So then she sent me a screenshot of a dude that cashed up for some money. It was like, "What you won't do, another nigga will." And I'm like, "See, you got it, player. I'm not worried about that. That shit can't make me mad."
Yeah. Okay, so I apologize for the grandbabies in the background, but this is very important that you just said. So you're saying she asked you for money, and I think I have that receipt somewhere. I do apologize. She asked you for money, but then you didn't give it to her, and she sends you a receipt, or excuse me, she sends you a message of her getting the money from another man, and it wasn't Crier or Mucker, correct?
Yeah, I seen his name on there and his picture. I'm not gonna put him out there like that, but yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's all good. You can just give it to me in the background. I'll look him up. That's tomorrow's show, y'all. Let's get to know the man that
Yeah,
is
you already
giving
got it. Hey, man, you
America.
know what? No, I don't even care. I don't even care. His name Terrence Ivy. I seen it.
Let's go. Okay,
His name
Terrence.
Terrence Ivy.
Gathers
Like
up tomorrow.
yeah, she screenshot and sent it to me. I'm like, what? This supposed to make me mad? Like,
So
no.
she tried to make you jealous, like as if since you wouldn't do it, I have another man to do it.
Yeah, and I just told her, see, you got it, play. Like that. That shit can't make me mad. So,
Mhm.
like, she was even talking to Crier then. She was even talking to Crier then. So I know I didn't hear from her for a while. And then I got on Instagram. I seen her like dressed up, and this other dude was dressed up with her. So I'm like, oh, she got a dude. That's why she ain't been texting or anything. So it was Mucker. So
It was
um
Mucker. Okay.
yeah, it was Mucker. So immediately it was probably 3 weeks after that picture. 3 weeks after I seen that picture, probably a month after I seen that picture, she hit me up out the blue and was like, I'm single, LOL. And I'm like, damn, what happened? I just seen you in the picture, like just now. And she just said 2 words. She said, got choked. And I was like, man, you should have tased his ass. That's what I said. And then she started telling me how this dude, she's probably lying, how this dude was beating her, how he was doing this. And I'm like, damn. And then she started sending me shit. I sent you it, him doing videos. And she's telling me to get on there and harass him and basically charge him up, telling me that I could beat him up. I could do like, I don't know this dude. He
But
ain't never
she
did shit to
definitely
me.
wanted you to go after him.
Yeah, like he ain't never did shit to me. He ain't never said anything about me. And I was like, I'm not finna, mess with nobody that's never done anything to me. And she knew that. That's why when I met you, Eric is the one that sent me the video of Mucker sitting down at the table saying, I think the baby is by a dude named Lance. That made me mad. Like, bro, don't throw my name out there on the internet like that. Like, that's why I came out and tried to clear my name in because, bro, you don't know me. You could have got in contact with me somehow, some way, and then me and you could have just talked about it. You just threw my name out there, and ever since then, all these T channels have it. All these T channels been taking my picture, putting it next to her baby, doing all of that. I just got into a channel the other day. Like I said, there was like you the pappy
Yeah.
and this and this. I'm like, look, and then the crazy shit. What made me mad? My what he was 12. My 12-year-old, my 12-year-old came to me, and they be on YouTube. My 12-year-old came to me and asked me, did he have a little brother somewhere? And I'm like,
Oh
what?
well, yeah.
I'm like,
I remember you saying that that was awful because you
yeah, I'm
never
like,
know who
no.
you're watching and to think that your children are hearing
Yeah.
something like that.
So I'm telling
And
him no.
wow.
No, but my son believed it at first. I had to sit him down and I had to talk to him. He told his my middle child told my oldest. So I had to talk to all three of them about it. And what made it so bad, her baby that she's telling people her baby son name is Drake. That's my son name. My youngest son is named Drake.
Mm.
So you went out and told
And
everybody your son has my son's name. So that's what my
yeah,
kid was
and
believing.
I
He
was
was
gonna
like,
say with the way that she was sending you all these messages talking about you, she wanted you to get her pregnant. I think she definitely deliberately named him Drake on YouTube
I don't think the
to get
baby's name is Drake. I think she's
no,
calling him Drake.
his name's not Drake, but Drake was the name that she told us on YouTube.
Yeah, and then she
She
hit me
said
up
she
later and was
didn't
like,
want Mucker to know his real name, but
"Man,
because of
come
the
on.
way
You could
that
have told him
she
his name
was
was
trying to
anything
say
else.
that she
You
wanted
could
you
have
to
told
get
him.
her pregnant, I
You
think
could have
she
told him.
definitely
You
was
could have told
trying
him
to
the
jab
baby's
it.
name. You could have told him the baby's name was anything else. Anything else. Why that
Hmm.
name? And my son really thought, he was like, "Dad, it's your picture. They're saying his name is Drake. He has my name." And I'm like, so when I asked her about it, and I was trying to find those messages, she was like, "LOL. Oh, I completely forgot your son's name is Drake." Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I definitely don't think she forgot. Erica doesn't forget anything. That's the problem. She just loves to remember BS. And I think that she definitely did that on purpose, especially with the way she was flirting with you, talking
It's
about
just
having
been a
a
lot.
baby. And that was like a
It's been
jab at Pryor. You get what I'm saying?
it's
Like
just
that,
been a
no,
lot of stuff.
what I did.
She was trying to get me. I don't know if Cryer's house has a gate around it, like a gate that you walk through. She was trying to get me to go to his house, take a picture in front of his house, and leave like extra large
Excuse me for
condoms.
one second, Lance. Excuse me for what? Whoa, whoa! You just dropped a bomb. Okay, hold on one second. Just give me a moment to address the audience, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm asking for you to take a moment and please hit the like button for this content so that we can be in the algorithm. As you know, I've taken a hiatus. I haven't been going live, but a little bit, so I'm just not in the algorithm. So please hit the like or hit the dislike, but do something, okay? I'm just gonna give a moment to settle these babies down. So, Lance, you dropped a bomb. I want to go into detail of what you just said. So, please, let's give the people in the audience a moment to hit the like button, and we'll continue. Just give me a second.
All right.
Okay, guys, thank you to God. Let's get the likes up to at least 100, please. It's 181 in the chat, and we'll continue with the content. Thank you. All right, guys, we need 21 more likes, please. Hit the like button so we can continue with the show. Lance just dropped some tea. I don't know if you caught it, but we need to go on and talk about this. So please don't waste our time, okay? Please hit the like, and Lance, I don't mind if you'll give me a moment to drop your cash app in case someone wants to support you and your children or your platform. What is it?
Uh, uh, I'll drop it right now into the comments.
Okay, do me a favor, put it in the back chat because I don't think you'll be able to put a cash app if you're not like a moderator.
Uh huh. I mean, I don't even know how to send that to you right now. You want me to send it to your send it where?
You can put it in where it says back private chat. You can put it right there.
Okay, let me
Or you can
hold on
click
right now.
on your name. I can look, Lance, instead of doing all that, you can click on your name where it says edit name and headline, and you can put your cash app as your headline.
All right. I bet I'm doing it now.
All right. Okay, let's see where we are with the likes. Okay, we just need 8 more likes, guys. It only takes a moment. I thank you for your support. Thank you guys for listening to the content. And thank you for allowing us to give you entertainment. Like, I missed you guys. All right, so let's get on with the the story, let people know what's going on. Yeah, we just need a few more likes, and I appreciate it. We're ready to get started as soon as y'all are ready to take a few moments and hit the mother freaking like button. All that TV dropping. I ain't asking for your money, but I am asking for your support. Yes, and Lance, they said to also add your YouTube channel as well.
Okay, I will.
Okay, so while we're waiting on them still, okay, this is taking too long. Come on, y'all, hit the like. I'm ready to ask him about what he just said. Thank you for the people who just hit the like. All right, let's go. 14 more.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay,
So
I'm about to put on a song because they taking a longer time than I thought. Thank you, PJ. Okay, did you put your cash app? Do you see where to put it? You
I
just
mean, I
click
don't.
on the mic.
I I clicked it as my headline. It's my. I mean, my Cash App is up there with the dollar sign symbol behind it
Oh,
in
okay.
front.
So okay, gotcha. Sounds good. Okay, guys. So this right here at the top is his Cash App, and right here at the bottom of the screen is his YouTube channel. Okay, so please make sure you go on over there and subscribe to his channel. He's gonna be making more content. Okay. Okay, so we're about ready to go on and go back to the show. I do appreciate all of you who come in here. You hit the like. You don't have a problem with it. I don't mind if you're watching in the bushes at all, but this content needs to be seen by other people. And in order to do that, we have to be in the algorithm. And unfortunately, since I took such a long hiatus, that right there just, hey, this is what it takes. So we only need 7 more likes and we can get on with the show. Don't waste our time. And by all means, please support the channel and our guest by contributing to his cash out. He has children. He's a new YouTuber. He wants to grow his audience. So support his channel. I'm thankful that I don't have to ask, but I do want to see my guests rewarded. Okay, so thank you guys for those likes. I appreciate that. Okay, so Murray, we got to get back to this. Mr. Lance, Mr. Lance, Mr. Lance. You
Yeah.
said before we went to break that Mr. Cryer actually had you, or she wanted you, okay? She wanted you to go to his home and do what now?
she she had sent me pictures of a house, and it looked like it had a black gate around it. I'm not a big gate, but it was a gate. And she was telling me that's where he lived at, and she was gonna send me the address. She was like, "You should go up there and take a picture in front of his house and post it on my YouTube channel." And then she was like, "Leave a box of Magnum condoms on the gate," because she kept like making talking about he's little, he's this and that, so he know they won't be his. Telling me to leave a box of condoms on his. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like somebody
Wait a
come in
minute,
my
hold
yard
up.
and do that.
Stop. Wait. Whoa. Wait. Hold. I'm trying to like make sense of this. So she wanted you to go by his home, leave a box of condoms because she was so into trying to what embarrass him or something and saying that he
Magnums.
had a little penis. So she was insinuating that he was a little guy. Oh Lord. Hello. Okay, Andrea, this right here is his YouTube channel. I'm gonna pin it at the top, okay? You guys please subscribe to Lance. Okay, Lance, are you still here? Oh shoot, Crier might have just popped up behind him, y'all. I think we lost Lance for a second. We'll give him a moment to come back. But right now I just got a Jones on him. Okay. So I'm gonna need to cover up my grandbaby's ears because baby, I wasn't ready for it. He said Okay, that Mr. Cryer, he said that Mr. Cryer was about to be a victim of having him, if he would have said okay, walk out his door to get his little newspaper and find a box of Magnum rubbers. Okay, because he would never fit in a Magnum. That's basically what she said. His son might buy him a Magnum car one day, but he could never wear a Magnum condom. That is what he just said. I'm a translator on the side. Okay, so I know these things. So what Lance is saying. So what Lance is saying is that Cryer is such a little boy, a little man, okay, a little man, that she wanted to stuff it in his face by another man that obviously probably she felt is not a little man. Oh we, I'm done. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. It's just too much. I love my job. Okay, I see you, Murray. Hold on one second. I'm gonna remove this one and bring you up on this one. Okay, are you here? Hit the camera button. Hello. Okay, we gonna give Murray a chance, Mr. Lance a chance to come back up here. But yo, okay, let me let me calm down because I'm crying with that one. She really wanted this man to go over to Cryers and leave a box of condoms because she told him Cryer is just a little boy, little wee wee man. And judging by the way, y'all, that Erica was hitting this man up, it might be true. It definitely seems like she was very frustrated. Okay, this does not seem like a woman who is getting it put down. Trust me, I know. Okay, don't ask how I know. Just know your girl knows when a woman is happy. You won't find me texting PJ like this. What up, PJ? So, from Erica's account, that means that Cryer and allegedly Mucker are little men. Wait a minute, hold up. It's even worse than that. Cryer, Mucker, and J. Michael. Because remember, y'all, J. Michael even has a rap song about me talking about he used to be a 9, now he a 6 because he got blown off. And that's nothing to make a joke about, but I'm just saying that's reality. That he admitted he lost quite a few inches. So that is 3 men in this sector that never mind. Never mind. I just hope Murray comes back up here. Yeah, JoJo. Erica was not playing, was she? She was really on it. She really was on it. Oh, now that's her address, so I'm not gonna be showing that. But yeah, she definitely was trying to get with him. Wanted him to get her pregnant. So you want me to be your baby mama? Notice she says, I wanted you to fill me up. Good Lord. Okay, Lance, I'm going to drop the link again just in case. Okay, here you go. Wow. Poor Cryer. Poor Crier. Okay, Lance. Are you back up? Hey, welcome back. Cry, you crying yet? Cry, I'm crying for you. I'm crying for you. And what I want you all to understand is not only was she hounding this young man, trying to beat him down like, he was a cheap thrill, but there are other men involved. Even Lance just stated that once she asked him for some money and he didn't give it to her, she shortly texted him with the picture text of a man's name, Terry Ivy, that had sent her the money she asked for, letting him know you ain't the only one. If you don't give it to me, I get it from somebody else. I know you do, PJ, but he did me dirty. Hey, Lance, are you here? Lance is still having a couple technical difficulties, so I'm trying to give him a moment, you guys, to get his mic and stuff together. Hey Lance, I'm gonna drop the link again. Just drop down. I'm gonna drop the link again, and we'll see if that corrects the problem. If you just come back in from scratch, okay? Just give me a second. And guys, I love you, but this link right here that I'm dropping is only for Lance, okay? Now, you guys, if you have any questions for Lance, I did put a question and answer poll in the chat. You're welcome to start asking some questions, and we'll see if he'll answer them. I think he's very open and honest and doesn't mind at all. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, thank you, PJ. Okay. Um, I just want to wait, y'all. I'm not trying to just be quiet, but I am trying to give him a chance to come up. So, mm, is this the reason why Cardi and her can't get along? What do you guys think? And notice, guys, these videos, these messages show months of this going on. Wasn't one occurrence, wasn't two occurrences, it was many occurrences. Okay, are you back, Murray?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yep, now I can. Welcome back.
My bad.
Whew,
Hey,
I'm
whoever
so sorry.
whoever
Yeah, I'm
PJ
sorry
is
that
funny as hell.
yeah, PJ is pretty cool. But this, yeah, she was D deprived. Like for real, this is what is wrong with her. So guys, we've been looking at it all wrong. She's D deprived. Cry, cry just ain't got what she looking for. What most women ain't looking for. But hey, that's another story. So what did you say to her when she asked you to do that?
I told her hell no. Like, man, if somebody come in my yard doing it, and I'm pretty sure he know what I look like now. He know what I look like now. Like anybody come in my yard and do that, I'm gonna do something to him. He got the right to do something to me or try to do something to me if he catch me in his yard leaving box of magnums.
You ain't lying. Like that could have really been dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I was a friend, but I ain't no dummy. Like you're not finna get
Now,
me to.
let me ask you this though: are you familiar with the time that they were on YouTube saying that someone was stalking and harassing them? Could this have been during that time frame?
Nah, I wasn't familiar with like I didn't pay attention to them at all until she hit me up telling me stuff.
Hmm. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. I wasn't expecting all that, but I'm gonna do a little research as to when she asked you to do that. Because what you might find out is that was during the time that she had Crier thinking that someone was watching them,
Or probably that was a prank too. They probably knew that was going on
that
anyways.
they were setting it up where they just had you playing the character. You think what? But I don't think that. I don't know. What does the audience? I know it's not many men watching, But what do you guys think? Do you think Cryer knew what Erica was trying to do? Because to me, that's a little far for a man to allow another man to come to his house and leave some condoms. Hmm. I'm just trying to figure it out. Let me know, y'all.
Is it like it's just
I thought Cryer had a snake. Girl, he do. It's called a garter snake.
it's just been a lot. Like I said, it's just um me and her was cool, or at least I thought that we was. I didn't know that she was using me to piss off whoever she was with. And what really just pissed me off is I sat back and vouched for you. It's like all this shit that I, just put out right now. I knew what you was doing. And then you
Hmm.
was on here blaming another dude, beating him down, pointing fingers at him like I was your pit bull. Like when you need me to sick somebody, then you text me and then I go get them. And then when
So
I
are you
don't do,
speaking of Mucker?
you said what?
Are you speaking of Mucker?
I haven't. I mean, to Damien and Mucker, like that, like really, I apologize for even playing that role because I'm thinking she legit and she not,
Yeah.
and she not.
So yeah, because like, what did that feel like when you had the conversation with Cryer, and you knew that she had been sending you nude photos? And
Man, it's
when you
still,
say nude photos, were they like really naked, like
man.
showing the
Yes,
snatch cat
yes,
and all that?
yes, yes,
Ooh.
yes. I got him. I dare
Okay.
somebody to say I'm
Let me
lying. I
guess,
got
it's
him.
wide open. Nah, I'm just joking. You don't answer that. I'm just being mean.
But
But
not
okay, so
even
she
with
was
that. It was
definitely.
just they hit me up. They told me to do that video, the one you just posted when I got the red hat on and the black and white striped shirt. I did that video for him, and he did a reaction video to it when you told me to do it. So I don't know
Hmm.
why it was a reaction video when you knew what I was about to do.
Well,
And
that's
then
him being a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Everything
yeah,
for
but
them
then
is content.
I don't like one thing. I don't play with people. I don't care how many
Yeah.
subscribers you got. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care about none of that. I'm gonna get mine in the end. Like I don't care about none of that. So on his video, he was like, yeah, we need to talk, and he left his email address for me to reach out to him. So I did it, but he gonna basically tell me that was just for YouTube, like a slap in my face. I was like, all right, man, stop playing with me. And he was like, I'll reach out to you soon. I got those messages, so I just left it at that. I'm not finna reach out. I'm not finna do anything.
Mm. Murray, you here? Okay, so we lost Lance. We're gonna give him a second to come back up, but that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. So Cryer was basically down with him, of course, helping Erica to clean up her name. When meanwhile, this man is whole live looking at Erica's snatch. This man is whole live pretty much getting sexually harassed at this point by her. Because if you notice in these messages where she was flirting with him, like, come bring me some D and all of those things, he really wasn't biting, y'all. He really wasn't biting. And I don't want to show that receipt that has her address on it, but it clearly shows she was definitely trying to get him to come over her house late at night, like 1, 2 in the morning. And, he curved her. He wasn't interested. If he would have indulged, she definitely was with it. Like, this was definitely not a case where she wasn't serious about wanting to be with this man. I really feel she thought that Lance was gonna be the next, big thing as far as her having a YouTube relationship. Not to mention, he knows the Prince family. He knows, the bigger content creators that she,
Hello,
of course, has always envied.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's breaking up a little bit.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's up with my phone. But yeah, nah. like I said, that's just what made me mad. And
It's okay. Your sound's breaking up.
can you hear me now?
It's still got a bad echo.
Still has an echo.
Yeah. Well, not an
Ah,
echo. I mean staticky.
I'm sorry about that.
So you guys, thank you guys for coming
Oh
into the
man.
building. Of course, if you're just now coming, I'm sorry, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, and I don't know where it is. So you should just be here on time because y'all know how it goes down over here. But this right here is something else. Like, you know, I don't get why she was so animate about flirting with you, trying to have a baby with you, and everything else, and then thinking that it was okay to kind of have you work for her, calm Crier down, possibly prank him with some condoms, and go beat up Mucker. Like, good grief, that's a lot.
Yeah. Am I still echoing?
That's much better.
All right. I'm staying right here then. But yeah, like I said, I didn't like being played with. Like it's supposed to just be business. Leave it at business. Don't put me out on the internet like some fuck boy. And then, leave me to hang dry by myself when everybody attacking me and you disappear.
Hmm.
Y'all called me to do that video. After I did the video, Erica, you start trying to talk to me immediately. The video wasn't even uploaded yet all the way.
I
And you
Yeah.
yeah, and she was already reaching out. Oh, you do look good in the video and all of this shit. And when was that? That was the end of last year when I made that video. And then January came. This past January, this year. I hadn't been able to make it to any of my son's basketball games in Houston. So one day
Hmm.
I just snuck down there. I snuck down there and I popped up on my son at his game. So I'm recording his game on Snapchat and I had the filter saying what city I was in. So she inboxed me with like the eyeballs. And she was like, "Where you at?" I was like, "Oh, I'm in Houston." And then she tried to call. I was like, "Man, I'm gonna call you when this game over with. I'm in my son's game." So me, my sister, my teammate, and my son, we all went out to eat. I dropped him off at home. I went back to my sister's house. So then Erica FaceTimed me and I answered. So she's at her house and she's walking around and they packing stuff up. And her kids is helping her. And there was a woman there. I don't know if it was her mama or her auntie. I don't know who it was.
I
But
probably her mother, I think at that time had moved there to help her.
okay. Well, she was telling me she was about to move. I'm not sure. It was some weird place where she said she was moving to, and I'm thinking like, why there? Don't nobody's up and moved there. But we were just talking, joking, and she was like, "Hey, come and see me." And I'm like, "Shoot me your address." And she shot me the address, and I'm like, "Man, you like 45 minutes away." And she was like,
And
"So?"
now that the receipt that you showed me with the address, that is one of her old addresses. Like she
That's
no
yeah,
longer lives there.
that's the one she was moving out of.
Okay. Okay. Well,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
one
show
she
that
just
receipt.
moved. Yeah, that's the one she just moved out of because when I told her, man, you 45 minutes away. I was like, I just drove 6.5 hours up here. Then I drove to feed my kid. Then I drove.
Oh, we lost you again. But wait, guys, I'm trying. Okay, so that was this receipt right here. This was her old address. So this isn't to dox anyone. This right here is her old address. This not is not her current address, guys. Okay, so this isn't to dox anyone. This right here is just for entertainment purposes and just satire. This right here is critiquing bad behavior. Okay, I'm giving my honest opinion, my commentary on someone that I've dealt with, know very well, and who's been very vocal to pretty much try and spin false narratives against me. Okay. Okay, welcome back. Can you hear me? Are you here, Lance?
Hello.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, what were you saying?
What was the last thing you had heard?
Pretty much you were talking about she was packing up him, moving stuff, and her possibly her mom was there with her, and she was packing to
Yeah.
move.
She was telling me to come and see her, and I'm like, you 45 minutes away. She sent me the address, and I was like, I just drove 6.5 hours up here to see him. I drove around the night. I don't feel like driving anymore. And then I was like, on the way out tomorrow, I'll just stop by.
Oh goodness, we lost you again, Lance. Okay, guys. So, as you can see, he's being pretty honest, and he's definitely showing the receipts. Okay, like that's no joke. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If you're just coming in the building, you really missed a lot. That's what I know to be true. For those of you who've been watching, if you have any questions for Lance, feel free to ask those. I put a poll up. Let me just a moment. Let me check on it. Make sure there aren't any questions so far that we can go over. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, if you have any questions for him, this is a great time to start asking. Okay. Just attention it, Lance. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Lance. Just a
Uh,
moment. All right. Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Okay. Now,
So
please continue.
okay. She sent me her address that night, and I told her she was 45 minutes away, and I told her like I don't want to drive out there. I've been driving all day to get up to Houston and around town. Like I'm tired. So I was like, look, tomorrow when I wake up, me and my teammate will slide through there. I'll holler at you. And then she was like, all right. So I left that at that. I went ahead and went to bed. The next day, I completely forgot about it. I went around with my sister. We went and had drinks and everything. And then on the way back, she FaceTimed me. And I'm still in Houston when she FaceTimed me. I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, I'm going to stop by on the way out. And that's what I was telling her. So I hung up. So me and my homeboy get into an argument. We talking about basketball shit. You know how that get. And it slipped
Hmm.
my mind. I'm supposed to be going to stop by and say, hey, I ain't seen this since 2018. So when I put her address in my GPS, I was like, man, it says she 2 hours back that way. I'm not turning around. Like I'm not turning.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like you planned the trip to go see her.
Yeah,
You really went with your friends and was trying to enjoy them,
yeah.
and you were just gonna, if you could, slide over there. Now, if you would have slid over there, were you prepared for what was gonna happen? Because it sounds like she was really trying to give it up.
Nah,
Let's
I
be
wasn't
honest.
prepared because, like I said, when she FaceTimed me, she had a T-shirt on, some regular clothes, everything. They was like cleaning up the house, like boxing up everything. So when I FaceTime her on the way headed out, me telling her that I'm leaving, now she done up, hair done, makeup, everything. Like she done up. I got on a sweatsuit. I been running around. I don't know what the fuck. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come through. This and that. I'm gonna stop for a minute. And I keep telling her, my homeboy with me. So ain't nothing gonna get tried. My homeboy
Hmm.
and as a matter, I wish he was here now. He remember. But like I said, me and him started talking about basketball and it slipped my mind. So I'm thinking like, dang, she gonna be mad. She got dressed up and everything, and I actually stood up, but it slipped my mind. So I was thinking like, man, I'm gonna hit up tomorrow. I was gonna lie. I was gonna say, man, I got arrested. That's why I didn't come. That's what I was gonna tell her. But then I waited like a week. I was like, man, she should be calmed down by now. So I texted her. She didn't text nothing back. So then I ain't see anything on Instagram and anything on Facebook. So then I called her and it was like this number has been, changed. Like she blocked me. So then when I look, I'm like, oh, I'm blocked from everything. Like so You could do all of this. You could hit me up, ask for favors, get me to make videos, do all of this shit, then talk about me behind my back, lying on me behind my back. But as soon as I don't stop by and see you one time, which wasn't planned anyways, nigga, you throw me away like that. I'm like, nah, you ain't finna, man, you ain't finna play with me like that. So I'm like, maybe I'm not blocked. Maybe I'm not blocked. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. So
Mhm.
I went on Snapchat and I'm looking. It say add her as a friend. I'm like, oh, I am blocked. Well, since we ain't friends, you won't see me screenshot this shit. And I just went screenshot happy, just screenshotting everything, just going all the way down. So then after that, I blocked it. I don't want to hear back from nobody that's just using me. Like I
Yeah,
said, it
it
just
was a
man,
one-sided
it got to the
friendship.
point I wouldn't mess with her, and she asked me something one day, and it pissed me off. I pulled up to my house. I was going to get Whataburger. Now I pulled up, and she was like, "Let me ask you something. Are you gay?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I ain't gay." Like, what the fuck? Like,
Okay. Okay, so she thought that because you didn't want to be with her, that something had to be wrong, or not wrong, but different about your sexuality.
yeah, because she was throwing it at me. I was, I wasn't biting on anything.
Wow.
I wasn't biting on anything. And then, like I said, it was just too much drama. Every time I heard from this, hey, can you do me a favor, make a video? Or she telling me what Damien did, all of this shit. One time she called me at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Like I said, I never forget. She had this blue dress on. I think she was in Galveston. He kicked out the room. Like I said, she thought I was in Houston. Like I said, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm in my hometown. Like I said, it was always something. Like every time you call me, you need a video. You need something. You need something. And then you going around telling people, I'm using your name for clout. I'm doing all this for clout. Don't do like telling people not to do any videos with me because I'm using her name. And I'm like, look who I was with before you jumped in my inbox. I was with
Mm-hmm.
clout. And the thing, I don't care about no clout. I want money. Man, my face ain't got to be recognizable to nobody. I want money to take
Mm-hmm.
care of my family. That's it. Like I said, you want clout. You'll take the clout over the money. You'll
Mm.
take the clout over the money. Like I said, I'm not like that. Like I said, I was around Chris, Jordan, Joel, Armand, Trey, Perfect Labs. I was around all of them. Josh, all of them. Antonio,
Yeah.
I was around all of them. Why would I use your name for clout?
She really doesn't have any, and that's just it. That's just part of what I feel is her narcissism that makes her think, that of course someone is trying to use her or anything. And it's sad because a lot of times people really do fall victim of feeling sorry for her, and they really do see her as, being bullied or harassed, and they want to help her. And
Man,
then, Lord
that's
and
what I
behold,
thought.
you find out that no, that's not the case. She's really playing a character to make people think that they need to feel sorry for her. Like I watched a video she did a few days ago where she was talking about her son, and it broke my heart because I care very much about her children. I think they're very sweet, and I think she's very blessed to have them. But I know for a fact that her son was going to doctor's appointments during the time that she said, but on that video, she lied and said he was doing bits in the hospital, and that's why she couldn't refund people their money and stuff for a book, and that wasn't the case. The young man did have something going on and was going to the hospital, but it was doctor's visits. He wasn't in the hospital for long periods of stay, like what now she's playing on. She's preying on her supporters to believe that that was the case, and she's going around saying that she was scammed when the truth is she didn't have money to pay for services that she wanted done. I mean, what would you do if you went and picked up $1,000 worth of stuff from Walmart and you get up to the counter and you only have $100? What would you have to do? And there's a crackling, Murray, on your line.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, it's breaking up again.
No, I'm right here in the Wi-Fi. Should I move? I don't know.
Okay. Are you going? You might need to go out and come back in because the audio we can't even hear you, and it's a crackling type of sound. Okay, so he'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, and that's one of the things that I know she does. She preys on people's sympathy and with no regard at all for what she's creating, what kind of karma or who she uses. She just uses whoever she feels she can use with the whole idea that she believes herself to be this big YouTuber. And it's like, girl, you are not a big YouTuber. No, you're not. You know a couple of big YouTubers, but they won't have anything to do with you at all. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest with you guys if she's pregnant or not. What I can say is if she is pregnant, then I wish her well on this pregnancy, you know. But girl, you need to get it together because this isn't cute. Like this right here is not cute. Okay, these are going to be children that are going to hopefully one day be teenagers and one day deserve to have a good education and other things other than you running around the streets of YouTube, you know, trying to hound down Crier and get to the Prince family and in the sly be a sneaker freak. Now I'm not stupid, and like I told you, I know you a hoe. I know it. Now I don't know what other people think, but I know it because I know you. Okay, I talked to you for a long time. I considered you a very good close friend of mine. I never tried to use you or your name for clout. I only stunted my channel's growth because I went so hard for you. My channel turned into just a bunch of people that supported and rocked with you because I rocked with you. And that was wrong of me to do as a content creator, Erica. I was supposed to focus on what I knew to be true, which is a platform built to help people other than just you. But you took up all my time, you know, with your wimpy stories, your crybaby ass attitude, and your want for revenge on everybody. And I pistol whipped damn near the whole sector. Are you kidding me? I knocked down everybody 10 times over. All for you, all because I wanted you to have a chance to be a bright young lady with a career in the business that you chose as your friend. And in return, what did I get? I get called a fucking scammer, bitch. A scammer when it's you clearly scammed people. I've never in my life associated with people who ran scams, and I never will. I never will. I never would try and use a person just because they have a following. Girl, I fuck around too with big YouTube content creators, okay? People who have over a half a million subs. You don't even have 65,000. So if I wanted to clout chase, I could very easily be with them. I could have been in their sector. I only wanted to help you, but that's just it. You don't truly want help. You just want revenge and you want people to kiss your ass and feel sorry for you. And I'm sorry that Mucker didn't want anything to do with you. He has a beautiful child, and I feel like the baby looks just like him. Now, little Dion, you ain't. I don't, girl. We ain't great to play with that one, and I'm still not great to play with that because there's still a reason why I told you that paternity test is fake, and I know how fake you and Crier are. I know what you all do for YouTube in the name and the sake of entertainment. And I know you all just don't give a damn. Y'all hit it with a well, it's just YouTube. Cause Crier been told me he didn't want you. He been told me that he was messing with other people. The same way you were telling me that you weren't gonna bring your next men on YouTube. You would go keep it on the low and do your thing with him on YouTube. And that's why you really got mad at me because I got tired of selling people on the idea Crier should put a ring on your finger. He should put a ring around your neck, girl. You literally told Lance to go over to that man's house with a box of fucking magnums. Are you crazy? Do you You know what could have happened, but you think you got it all pegged out because Cryer what is a felon. He can't have an armed weapon. So you thought, oh, it'll be harmless. You just wanted to break his spirit, make him think somebody was really after him, huh? Guarantee you that was on you. And look at how foolish you played that man. You literally had him talking in the face of a man you just showed your nasty, wrinkly, wide open catch your snatch to. Pussy hadn't even closed up, girl. You still were freaking dilating and you were sending Lance freaking pictures. You know how I know you were still dilating and in labor, ho? Because you've been pregnant for 3 years in a fucking row. You nut brain. What's wrong with you? Girl, your kids about to be so close they gonna really be twins. You gonna have the first twins in history to really be. Let me stop. Let me stop. Pitiful. You said you wanted to be a role model, but girl, are you seriously? Are you seriously saying that? Like, is that really what you want, or do you really want a large following and feed your big ass head and your ego? Let's be real. Let's talk about it, sis. I was your friend, you know that. And I damn sure did way more for you than you ever could for me. And don't you ever in your fucking life get on another platform and tell that lie that you could have done something for me, that you know people. Girl, you are blackballed because of the people I know. Okay, let's be mother freaking clear on that. My people trump whatever people you think you know. Okay? Nobody care about these people who don't even have fucking high school diplomas that you get to talk against me. Nobody cares. And that little AB, I could care less of what she says because number one, she wouldn't have a platform if it wasn't for me. A whole lot of them wouldn't have platforms if it wasn't for me. I'm the one that came along and showed them how to run a show. And nobody copied me more than AB with her flip flopping ass. Let us not forget when I was telling you that there was no scam, that Erica just didn't have the money to pay for the book tour, to pay for the services that she wanted, to pay for the legal representation like what she wanted. She didn't have the money. It was AB that was saying that I was a liar and I was a scammer and I was a bad mama and I was this and I was that. How I still take care of my fucking kids if they need me to. Now I got 20 something year olds. Okay? So if I want to be a bad mama now, I can. I can now. I can. Because they're adults. You get it? I'm not sitting up there with little toddlers. I've got college graduates, kids in college, kids that's on their own, and a young lady that just dropped out 2 babies. Okay? But y'all talked about me like a freaking dog. And then in the next breath, changed the narrative. All of a sudden, when you figured out Erica really didn't like you, that Erica really was playing in your face, because we had a lot of good jokes about you, AB, about how stupid and goofy you are. Erica saw your OnlyFans. You know how she saw it? I made sure to send it to her. You know how I got it? Because my ex people, they sent it to me. Yeah, so they paid for your little $5 membership to see you riding a dick dry as all of hell. Dry as all of hell. Dry as your content, girl. That's what they did. Okay? So I sent it to Erica. We had a good laugh about it. And she knew you were a throwaway. But she did like Chrissy, and I told you that. You figured it out, and then there you go. So you're mad. Oh, you little baby. Girl, I would have to beat you with my belt because I'm a grown woman and you are a child to me. Me and you are not the same, sweetie. I've never lived in a dirty, decapitated, one-room trailer like you with a dope dealer. No, like rich men. I like big stuff. Like men who spoil me. No, I'm a queen. Loved by most, you know that snatch ain't healed. So let's just keep that 100. Let's keep that 100. I don't care about what lies you all can tell because I will eat you up with nothing but the truth. And because God has blessed me so much this past year, I'm literally listening to my grandchildren. You get that? Till I haven't had time to be on YouTube as much as I used to. But don't you dare get it twisted, sweetie. Don't you dare get it twisted. I'm not going to spend all my days talking about a woman who doesn't know how to keep her legs closed and her mind open. See, this isn't content that's good enough for me. This is sad to me. Erica runs around the streets of YouTube thinking that it's okay to sit up here and treat people like she did Lance, like she did me, and every single body else she has ever dealt with. Who's looked like more of a fool than Crier? Who? And you see, she was willing to have rubbers all over his house, all because he ain't got no girl, no penis. I'ma say it. He ain't got nothing, y'all. The verdict is out. He ain't packing. There's no print there. Nothing to see. Wrap it up. He's a Trojan. You know? Why would you do that man like that? The way that that man has made himself look stupid on this app, the way that that man has sit up there and embarrassed himself time and time again in front of his family, in front of people like his family that are watching. And girl, I ain't even got on to what happened a couple of months ago, but I will be talking about that. Okay? You better hope I don't get in touch with his cousin, girl. So I dropped the link again, Murray. You're welcome to come on back up and let's get into some of these questions. Do y'all have any other questions for her? I mean, I'm talking about for her. Do y'all have any questions for Murray, Mr. Lance? Baby still hanging out her ass, and this dummy sitting up there texting the man, let me see what you got. Come on now. She horny. Well, I've been horny, so what you gonna do about it? Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, you damn near got 6 children in 2 years. You about to beat a Guinness World Book record for getting pregnant by the most men in a little time span. Seriously. Calm down. You don't need to be horny. You need to pick up a Bible for real. Like all jokes aside, they talking about I worship the devil. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, but I guarantee you, I will send you a Bible. Okay, I'm gonna give you something to read. So maybe instead of you just coming on here and trying to act like you're a Christian and listening to those audio books like I know you do to get some verses to throw at your supporters, maybe it'll calm you down. Like, good God, girl, don't you, ain't nobody ever told you that after you give birth, it's the easiest for you to get pregnant again? Ugh. Okay, welcome back.
what's, what's up again?
Okay, so, oh darn, it's breaking up. Say something else.
Yeah, you hear me?
A little bit. Okay, so we have a couple of questions. Okay,
All right.
well, peace and love asks, do you think that Erica needs mental help?
Yep.
So you think she's just calculating
You
and
said that
it's
she
not
needs mental
something
help.
mentally wrong?
I think she needs help. She needs help.
She does need help.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The phone. The see the sound is breaking up so bad. I thought you said no, but you
Nah,
said that yeah,
yes,
you do think she needs mental help.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I agree. I do agree, and trust me, I tried to help her all I could, but there
You
is
didn't see the
definitely
messages
something
where
wrong.
she was telling me to flirt with Creole Bay?
Hold on, I don't see those. Hold on, let me take a look real quick.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
And let me see if you can you try and get your sound a little bit better because it's cracking up.
All right,
It's
I
like
see.
it's breaking up really bad. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I may not have downloaded that receipt. You're right. Okay, just give me a second. Let me try and pull that receipt up real quick. I did remember seeing it. I don't see it on here. Okay, guys. So if you heard him correctly, he said that yes, he does feel that she does need mental help. Okay, and he also said that she, of course, was trying to get him to flirt with Creole Bay. Okay, hold on a second, Lance. Okay, you can go on and talk if you've gotten your sound corrected, and I'm trying to download that other receipt.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, but it's still breaking up.
Shit.
Um,
What about
nope, still breaking up.
how I can fix this?
Okay. Um, I could have sworn I saw that receipt about Creole Bay, but I don't see it now. Is that something you can resend?
Yeah, I'll send them
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
Okay, and while you're doing that, let me see. They have some more questions. Okay, it says, JoJo says, Lance, how them pictures Erica sent you, asking for research purposes. Oh, wow. Okay. Can you describe the pictures she sent you? Okay, give him a moment, guys. I'm sure he's probably looking for the receipt. So if you guys are enjoying the content so far, please hit the like button. Lord knows this has been very entertaining. For those of you who might just be coming in the building, ooh, you missed it. But it's okay because I'm definitely gonna leave the video up. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna put it to members only. But hey, that's another question in hand. Is Wiki gonna put this on members only? So if you like to support the channel, you can become a member and not even worry about it. You can get that content and then some because Wiki's great to be turning it up. Hey, reviews and more. Welcome to the building. Oh my gosh, reviews and more. I got something for you, girl. Look, this is just for uh my friend Miss Reviews and More. It's been going down. Jojo, he needs to be mad at himself. Okay? He already knew what Erica was capable of. She's shown him more and more and more and more of those type of things and behaviors to bring him down, sabotage him, and everything like that. She's never had his back. She's always used him to get to the Prince family. PJ, you say he's hot right now. Good. Because he had no business lying on me. I'm gonna ask him that question, Cajun girl, when he comes back. Okay, let's just give him a moment. Okay, so he's trying to get me the receipt of where she was wanting him to, of course, start flirting with Creole Bay. So just hold tight, y'all. I'm gonna be asking him your questions in just a moment. Okay, he just sent it, guys. Give me a second to download it. Thank you, Lance. I got it. Okay, are you here, Lance? Oh wow. Okay, guys, give me a moment.
Can
I'm
you hear
gonna
me?
let Lance get his sound right. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, that's a little better. Okay, I did receive your receipt, and I'm actually sending it now to the computer. So just give me a moment. I'll pull that up for everybody. And again, can you state what this is? How she was basically, what did she tell you about Creole Bay?
She didn't tell me anything. She was just telling me to flirt with her and she'll pay me.
So she didn't tell you that this was the woman that was with her alleged child's father.
No,
Did you agree to it?
no,
Okay, good. What made you not want to do it, if I may ask? Like,
because she was just asking a whole bunch of stuff at those times, like do this video, do this, get into it with this person. So I wasn't finna do that. I had already said I didn't want no drama with nobody.
okay. All right. Just a second. I'm gonna share the page instead of downloading the video. So just give me a second, guys. This right here is the receipt that he just sent. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Is that large enough for you guys to read? Oh wait, let me put the other one down. There you go. Make it a little larger. Want to make some money. Oh wow! So she was really ready to set you up. Mm. What else was there about her that let you know that she wasn't your genuine friend?
I started paying attention to everybody's Instagram, YouTube videos. How it was just beef going around, and it was just a whole bunch of messy shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It definitely is messy. Okay, so there were a couple of questions when you were getting that receipt. Just a moment. Let me scroll back up so I can get to those. Okay. Minnie says, did she ever tell you she was using Mucker? Because it seems like Mucker was me savior and fell in her trap.
Nah, she kept saying that he was using her.
Okay, so that's what you knew about Mucker as being someone that was using her.
That's what she said. Yeah,
Okay, so how much do you believe that now?
none.
Mm. So you don't think he was an opportunist? You think it was kind of like where she was overly possibly aggressive, maybe like she was with you? You think he maybe wasn't in her, into her, or do you think she showed him some crazy, or all of the above? What do you think
I
it was?
mean, I think she was in it to get something out of it. They say he does real estate, so maybe she wanted a house, like a nice enough house, so she could stunt whatever,
Mm.
and maybe it was to help his career out too. I don't think he was using her. I think he was just going along with it, and then just
Okay.
got too deep.
Mm. She was telling Lance reviews and more. Okay, Matthew asked, "Hey Matthew, Matthew asked, has Erica ever told her true intentions with Pryor and Mucker?"
No,
So what was she saying like about like once you had to confirm to Crier that you and her didn't have anything going on, that was kind of like letting it be known that they had something going on. So how was it after that? You never questioned her like, oh, so you messing with him or nothing like that? Did she
nah,
slow down with you?
I never, I never even communicated no more after that. You remember I told you like in January we cut communication out, which was bad because I didn't go see her.
Okay, okay. So after that incident where you couldn't go see her, that was it.
Uh huh.
Okay. Now, do you think she's really messing with other men, or do you think
Yeah.
at that time that she was just like doing something different? Like, did you get that impression that, you know?
Nah, she messing with somebody. Some people.
And I know you did speak, of course, that the guy that she texted you a picture of saying, "Well, I don't need your money," type of thing. He sent me the money she needed.
Yeah, she said what you won't do, another nigga will, and sent me his cash app picture of him sending her money.
Mm, wow. And that's kind of odd that she would ask you for money, and then when you say no, she then would show you who she went to next. That's kind of bold, don't you think?
Yeah, I ain't worried about that.
So she was really trying to make you jealous, basically, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yep.
Okay, hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna go to another room. Give me one moment. And Lance, there's some other questions. Okay, Minnie asks, do you think the guys that she talks to could be the possible baby daddies? I'm gonna let
Yeah.
you answer that while I go to another room.
Yeah, I think so. It ain't mine, so it gotta be somebody else's.
Okay, guys. Okay, so reviews and more asks Lance, why was Erica comfortable sending you nudes? Were y'all just more than friends?
Who said she
And
was? She probably
she
did it with
just
everybody else.
mm,
Who says it was just me?
so that's what I was going to say. Did you get the vibe that you could have just been one of a few?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Crier, when he was mad at her, stated that she bragged about having five other guys she was talking to.
Mm,
But it
nah.
kind of went over people's heads because, of course, they were arguing.
When somebody in the rhythm of doing something so much, they gonna get comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just another shit. I'm just another person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Matthew said, well, why did she lie about the baby name? She can't not keep that baby from Mucker. Honestly, I just don't think he even cares. You know what I mean? Like, and it's sad because you would want, every father to have a relationship with his child. But what I know to be true is Erica did a lot of stuff behind the scenes and acted in different ways where y'all, who knows? Who knows where his mind is at, you know? But when she told me she was going to be telling people that the baby's name was Drake, she pretty much said that that was strategic. That she wanted him in Creole Bay to be going to the hospitals trying to find, of course, a baby named Drake. So it was sort of like to fool them to keep them from knowing, of course, the legal name and to make them look stupid because she felt like they would be making videos like, we want to see Drake. And now to come to find out that a young man by the name of Drake is actually Lance's child is a little weird because, of course, she was telling him she wanted to have his baby.
Yep.
And do you think she would have seriously gone through with it, Lance? Do you
Yep.
really think she would
Yeah.
have allowed you to impregnate her?
Yep. I think so, for real.
Well, now these are just, messages. What kind of things did you guys say over the phone?
Everything that's in the messages still same stuff that was said on the phone. Everything, but more aggressive.
So is that easy to have a child with somebody? Like, would you yourself, would you have ever entertained the thought?
No, no, not at all.
And honestly, were you at all physically attracted to her? Like, how did you respond when she sent you the nude photos?
That was a shock. That came out of nowhere. Like all of that came out of nowhere. No, I wasn't attracted to her or any of that. I'm not. I'm not finna entertain somebody having a baby. I got 3 kids. One of those kids were playing. Why would I? You know, I'm not about to go do that with somebody else that I just met. That I just met. So
Mm-hmm.
when she sent me, and then not even on no cocky, not on no cocky stuff, anything, but like when I go out, it's not. I'm not. I don't know how to say this shit without being cocky. Is if I talk to a girl, I got a big percentage chance of her thinking that I'm cute or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she just thought that I was cute and she sent that to like wow me. But like I said, the conversations that was going along with it, she was too aggressive. My baby mama and them ain't talked to me about having a kid. Like I don't even know you.
Yeah. So y'all never talked about a relationship. It was more like sex and get me pregnant.
Yeah, and it wasn't no we talk. That was her. She
Mm,
told me what she wanted. It wasn't no talking. She told me what she wanted.
wow. So do you think if she wouldn't have been as aggressive, do you think you possibly would have been attracted to her?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's used to doing that. I don't know. Maybe that's just how she is with
Hmm.
dudes. Because ever since from jump, everything that she's done my way has been aggressive. From when she asked me was I a YouTuber, she was like she came on in the message aggressive. Like I want to work with you. I'll pay you. I'll do all this and this. When we get to the hotel room, she's crying. She's pissed off. Everything has been aggressive.
And getting back to that, when you went to that hotel room, and you said she was upset, so she really was upset at the fact that you didn't get there on time. It wasn't anything else, like it wasn't a fight possibly with one of the baby daddies. It was
Nah,
really that you didn't
because
come on
at
time.
this at this time she wasn't talking to Mucker and she wasn't talking to Crier. She wasn't. I mean, it would have to be whoever she had a baby before or while she was in Lufkin, because, like I said, she was pissed off at me. She was pissed off at me, like I said, but it's something small to be pissed off about, because
Yeah,
the entire time that I was late, I was texting her, telling her why I was late. So you shouldn't be this mad opening the door. I can understand if you call 50 times and I ignored all of them,
I understand. I
but it
totally
wasn't nothing
understand.
like that.
Hmm. But she thought you were gonna stand her up, correct?
Yeah, she thought that I was.
And you weren't gonna stand her up, and y'all were just collabing to do a video.
Yep.
And when you were there, though, she wasn't as aggressive sexually, right?
Nah, she's never been aggressive with me face to face. Like I said, I've seen her 2 times face to face. She's never been aggressive face to face, but through messages, through phone calls, through everything, all of that is, yeah, that's aggressive.
Mhm. So when she would send you nude photos, you'd pretty much just kind of like laugh it off, maybe shoot her a little face, help
No,
her
I'm just
self
thinking like she
esteem.
probably, because when I played basketball, girls, I played ball in Alaska. Girls would do that. like it be some girls that I'm just cool with that we see at the club. Like me and my teammates to buy everybody drinks and stuff. I was cool with everybody. So then boom, I get home and lay down, open my phone. I got pictures from three of the girls who I just thought was just my homegirls. And I just be like, okay, well, they must think I'm cute. They not ugly, but I don't want to cross that line. Cause then I
Mhm.
cross that line, I cross that line. Like we the professional basketball team. If I cross that line with them or whatever, it's a chance somebody gonna get pregnant. It's a chance she gonna be crazy. It's just a whole bunch of chances that I don't want to chance. Oh,
Understandable. So you're used to kind of like that groupie vibe, or females coming off mad aggressive. Okay, so Matthew said, okay, you weren't attracted to Erica, but were you thinking about messing around with her?
nah, if I'd have thought about it, I'd have did it.
Okay. So you never made her. Oh, darn, we lost him. Okay, well, we'll give him time to come up, but that's a good question. And, he's just being honest to say that if he wanted to, guys, he obviously could have. Let's be clear. Like these messages, if he wanted to, there is nothing there that, says that he couldn't have had her for sure. The problem I have with it is, of course, in our YouTube world, quite a few of these times she was actually interacting with Crier. Now, they probably go try and spin it and say they weren't, but guys, the texts don't lie, and I did crop out some of them, but they showed when they were sent. And this is a span of quite a while. They met years ago, and this just stopped. This just stopped in January, is when he finally stopped dealing with her. And guys, that was in between Crier and Mucker. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link again in case Murray needs it to come back up, guys. So this link is just for him. Just a moment. And thank you guys for coming to the show. I appreciate it. We're going to be wrapping up soon, and we've been here 2 hours. So I encourage those of you who haven't seen the whole live to go back and watch it. He dropped a lot of content. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, he's back. Just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Back. Okay. Welcome back. Okay. Peace and Love says, did she ever give you top? And maybe she kept the little floaters. Is that a possibility? So you're saying you never had any physical interaction, like she never gave you Philadelphia.
No, I
You
swear to
can
God.
tell us. We won't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Minnie says, so when she went live crying on Cryer's birthday because he left and called it left, she called Mucker to the hotel. Did you ever get a call that day too? Are you here, Lance?
You hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
I
Did you
said
hear the
yes.
question?
I said yes. She FaceTimed me that night.
And what was she saying?
Told me that he kicked her out, or that did he kick her out? It was something along the line. Somebody left. It was an argument. They left. I think I sent you the messages on that too. She was like, he messed up my effing birthday. And then I was like,
Yeah,
what'd he
he
do?
said,
She was like, what didn't he do?
okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull that message up that you sent me. Okay, I believe this is it.
Her birthday's in January, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the timestamp, I think she sent it to me January 20th. Is up there at the top.
Okay, and like she said, I can't wait to call you. I tried my best to stick it out for my channel. And that's the crazy part. Notice she's saying she tried to stick it out for her channel, not because he's the father of her child. I think that's a little odd, don't you?
Yeah.
And someone saying, "Well, I tried to stick it out for my channel," but yet they're supposedly have a child together, and you're thinking about your channel. It seems like it would be reversed, and it would be, I tried my best to stick it out with him for my son. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all are right. That was Cryer's birthday when she actually paid for the hotel room and he left her there. But you're saying that you're saying in this message that her birthday was ruined.
Yeah, who is this unblockable beauty? That's
I'm
probably Erica,
not
man.
sure.
You said
Oh,
what?
why did some of your texts show that you deleted messages? So can you just give us an idea of what was possibly erased?
I don't even know what that was. If that was like that was erased back then in those years. I don't know. I don't remember what that was. I mean, but shit, she should have them. Whatever is there, it should still be there on her end.
Okay. So you didn't try and like hide what you were saying to her, in other
Nah,
words.
nah. Because if it's
Hey,
anything I'm
Ernest.
hiding, if it's anything, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm finna say with me showing all of this, if it's anything on the other end, Erica should have it. She could screenshot and come out with it. Then I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay, well, what do you think she's gonna say now that you've been on a couple panels talking about her?
I don't care what she say. Everything I said was facts. I didn't lie. Like she lied on me.
Okay, so Minnie says since she did a series on Cryer and tried to destroy him and did one on Mucker and destroyed him, are you afraid she's gonna do one on you?
I got too many receipts. No, she don't want to cross that line. That
Dang.
somebody asked in the comments earlier, why am I still holding on to the pictures for that reason right there? So don't play with me. You want to destroy something? Like, come on.
So
You
you
you.
have that vagina and what? Like,
Nah, I
just
got
can
it
you
all. I
describe the
got it
picture?
all. I got it all.
Her a full naked, wide
Yes,
open.
face in the pictures and everything. I got everything.
Lord. Okay. Oh yeah, she definitely don't want any parts of that.
And
She
somebody was asking, like I said, somebody was asking, why do I still have them? They were saved in Snap when what I just realized about 2 weeks ago when she blocked me from everything. I'm like you really mad at me? So that's when I went back and screenshot everything. I went back then and screenshot everything. So it wasn't like they just been in my phone. They been in my Snap. I got shit back from Snap all the way to 2015. So
look. Review someone say, "Ooh, child, yes, honey." Mm.
who is this? Who who is this, man?
Which one?
I don't know, man. Somebody weird in the comments. Unblockable beauty.
Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Let me see what they're saying.
They saying they don't believe it. Like, come on, man. First of all, if it's my kid, I take care of my kids. I take care of my kids. Like that's one. Second, I didn't even touch her for it to be my kid. Third, they keep talking about that I knew her way long before I met Cryer. I met her twice. I met her face to face twice, and those were back to back days. Man, I've never touched this girl. I've never touched this. I ain't got no reason to lie. Like I said,
But could
if I
that have been because you didn't follow up, like because you weren't trying to get with her?
what'd you say?
Could that have been because when you met her in person, you weren't trying to lead into anything?
Nah, like when we was face to face, everything was really about business. Everything was videos, was recordings. She was showing me how to edit. She was showing me what camera I needed, the
Okay.
tripod I needed.
Business. You were trying to get your platform started.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
Matthew said, okay, so that's a good question. So did you ever send her any nudes of yourself?
yeah, I did. What?
Okay, well, thank you for being honest. Run me that. Look, asking for a friend. Run us that too, Lance.
That's why I said,
Okay.
man, I ain't got anything to hide. I don't have anything to hide. Like that was just a game. That's basically playing tag with pictures. You send me something, I send you something. You send me something, I send you something. But then it got to the point where she was actually trying to power. Like, man, I can't do that. I can't get you pregnant. And now I'm not even gonna touch you. I wouldn't even touch you because I know what you want for real.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it could be a hole in the condom. You could drug me. I don't even know you like that.
So, okay, so did you all ever possibly have like phone sex?
Nuh-uh, we never did. It like and the pictures would just come out the random. The pitch, I wouldn't even ask. Like everything would just be random. Like I'm just this didn't happen, but I'm just saying that it happened. I wake up, go to church, come out, have six pictures. Like they just pop up. They'll just be there.
Mm. Well, I mean, you're a grown man. She's a grown woman, and that's just it. We're all, for the most part, except Rapper J, are adults over here. Okay, so yeah, I must admit. Okay, I'm ready to send PJ something. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But that's what adults do. So there's nothing wrong in that. What's wrong is during these time frames, how much of this time was she spent sending you these things, talking to you like this, and being with another man?
Yeah, man, she was probably doing that every day, being with somebody else. But like I said, I was in it to learn about YouTube. If I wanted it to be more than what it was, it would have been that. That baby would be mine. I didn't want that.
Hmm.
Somebody, oh man, some
Peace and Love says she would send you the pictures when she was ovulating.
you said what?
Peace and Love's comment. She said those pics would come when she was ovulating.
But nah,
You ain't
yeah.
lying. Ooh, wee, she probably had the little ovulations kit and everything. Okay, be glad you didn't jump on it. Okay. Ooh. So in okay, so Lance, I don't feel that you were leaving her on. I don't. I feel like you kept her in a friend space where you were still trying to, of course, collab with her because she was able to give you some good information that you can use as far as becoming a YouTuber. And
I mean,
she's doing amen.
I don't think it was leading on. It was already past leading on before I seen anything. It was
Mm-hmm.
already. It's just like okay, and I'm putting it this way, not even trying to be funny. A serial killer know who he want to kill, regardless if you entertaining him or not. He already got his mind made up.
True.
So yeah,
Okay,
it
now
wasn't no way I
Lance.
wasn't leading on anything. Now, like shit. I mean, everybody. How many people in this chat? How many people in this chat? There's almost 200 people in this chat. Man, somebody, everybody in this group just sent somebody something who they really wasn't trying to
I
fool with.
definitely have. I
You
just
ain't.
had to release some photos of me and my breast like a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. So, like everybody done sent somebody something who they really wasn't trying to fool with. You'd be like, okay, you want to play? I'm finna play with you. Like I said, but it's somebody in this talking about, oh, I don't believe him. Who sends pictures and don't smash? Like I didn't, and again, not trying to whoever this unbreakable beauty or whatever this is. I don't have to smash everybody I talk to. I don't have to smash everybody I send a dick pic to. I don't have to do that. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be tired then. If I'm finna
Yeah.
send everybody a dick pic and then smash them, man, my shit gonna fall off. Like I'm not finna do that. So there's your answer right there. I got enough coochie. I don't want no more coochie. I had enough of that.
Okay, I got you. Now, when we talked on the phone, you also revealed a couple of other things I'd like to reveal to the audience. Which one of them was you taking a family trip? Can you elaborate on that? You know what I'm talking about?
My family trip.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when you were with, I think your girl and your children.
Oh nah, that was my best friend and my sister and my son.
Okay, and can you elaborate on what happened?
Um, I did the phone cut off earlier when I was talking about this.
I'm sorry.
I said, did the phone cut off earlier when I was talking about this?
Yeah, I think you did. We didn't talk about Six Flags.
Oh, oh yeah, that. I
Yes,
forgot.
that.
I forgot about that. Yeah. We went to Six Flags, and it was me, it was my girl, and it was her daughter, and we went, and we walked in. We just getting on rides, riding everything, and I forgot the name of this ride that we was walking up on, but I remember I was walking, and then I had on flip flops. So I'm looking and your feet dangle off. So I turn around and told the chick I was with, I was like, say, man, my shoes gonna fly right the fuck off. And I started laughing and I turned around. So as I'm in line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
As I'm in line, my phone buzzed and I didn't check it. I got on the ride, I rode the ride, I got off. So I'm walking to the front of Six Flags to get something to eat. I finally checked the phone. It's a video of me walking up to the ride. Like somebody, Erica sent it to me, but somebody in the line was recording me for her. Like I said, so I went back to the line. I'm trying to backtrack, like who was right there, and they caught that moment right when I was laughing, walking up and getting behind whoever it was directly in front of me, and I just don't remember who it was.
That is weird. So, okay, did she know that's where you were going beforehand? Had you told her
Nah,
about the trip?
uh-uh,
So she didn't have any idea that this is where you were going to be.
nobody, because it was a last second thing. Like I said, I live in Wichita Falls. Arlington is what, 2 hours away. We woke up that day. I'm like, shit, let's go to Six Flags. Like I said, we grabbed them. My kids were with me too. Tristan and Drake were with me. So we walked in, and, and my kids, they didn't want to ride it. They were scared of it. So they sat down at the bench in the front. So we just took our walking. So that's when she was like, oh, who is you with? And I'm like, why? And then she sent me that video. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I know she not here in line. And she said somebody in line recorded me, multiple recordings, and sent them to her.
So, how do you think that was possible?
I don't know.
That seems really weird.
It had to be one of her followers or subscribers. Or that's what she said it was. She said it was one of her subscribers that recorded me and sent it to her.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how long had you and her been talking then?
That was 2020. That was 2020. I met her in 2018. Yeah,
Okay,
so
and that was in 2020. So, okay, yeah. So she sends you. Okay, so she knows where you are, basically.
uh-huh.
Keep it tabs,
Yeah.
which is another way to show that how much she really was interested in pursuing something with you.
I knew that once she told me she'll pay me to get her pregnant. I ain't never been told that.
Did she say a price?
Nah, she didn't say no price.
And what was her reason of wanting to get pregnant? Like, was that before or after Dion and this other baby?
That was before them. She had her oldest. How many she have now? She got three?
Yeah, she's allegedly pregnant with number four now.
Okay, she got three. Yeah, she just had the big boy. I forgot his name, but she just had him, and she was saying that she wanted her son to have a brother. She wanted this, and she always asked me. She would ask me all the time.
Whew. That just seems weird. Don't you think that she would ask you and not the man she already had a child with?
She said she didn't talk to him no more. Whoever the first baby daddy is, I forgot why she said they split, but I'm pretty sure that was a lie. I forgot what she said it was. Like they're not on good terms anymore. No, she said she didn't even know where he was at.
Mm.
She can't
So
find him.
after Dion, though, she never again said anything about getting pregnant by you.
Nah,
Okay, that's good to know. That at least is good to know, because of course she's saying that she's pregnant now, and she did release a video. Have you seen that?
nah. Yeah, I seen that. I
So, do
seen
you,
that.
in your opinion, do you think she's pregnant? And do you think she's pregnant by prior?
I don't think she pregnant by car, but I think she pregnant. I mean, somebody that brag on having five dudes on standby and then bragging on to me about somebody else sending the money. You got niggas on the side. You got
Yeah,
them on the side. So I mean, it's a possibility, a big possibility. You done did it three times already. Why not four?
yeah. Because do you think that if she was pregnant by prior, do you think he would be quiet about it? Because he has vocally said he does not have a
Nah,
child on the way.
nah. I don't think he would be quiet about it. And like as a dude, if a dude gets a female pregnant, the last thing he want to do is piss her off. And by saying that you ain't got a baby on the way, that would piss her off, where she will overly want to prove that it is yours. So nah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's his. I don't know if she's really pregnant. I don't know.
Mm. Well, my thing is, do you think that's healthy for her in her mind state to be having children this close together
It's too
without
late.
the actual
I don't think
fathers there?
I don't think she's, and this ain't no shot. I think she's an unfit parent. I think she's an unfit parent because of her mental issue. She had a mental issue when she messaged me. You was stalking Vaughn page, and you seen that I left him a few comments, and he was interacting with me. So you came on my page, and then you became friends with me to get close to Vaughn. All the time she used to ask about Chris, Chris. She used to always ask about him. And then it was just crazy because I knew she knew more than what she did, because she was asking me,
Hmm.
how do you know them? How do you? I was like, I hoop with them. We been to the club a lot, and I was like, we did this prank where I pulled a gun out on him. She was like, nuh for real. I was the person that let her use the cop car, and I'm like, this can't be no coincidence. Like
Okay,
right then.
Lance, I don't mean to cut you off. Please continue talking to the audience, but give me 1 sec. I need to open the door for a second.
I Yeah, man, I wouldn't lie on her though, and I don't know.
Okay, right before I'm about to go to the door now, but Peace and Love says, do you think criers should wait a minute, hold on, I lost the comment. Just a moment, go up. Hold on a second. No, unblockable. Y'all. I do apologize if, but I didn't state this. But I do want people to voice their opinions in the audience. I do want to be respectful, of course, of my guests. That's very important. However, if someone has a question, as long as they're not being just outwardly disrespectful, please don't block or time them out. Okay, just let them ask the questions. Murray's been, from what I can see, very open and honest. He doesn't mind answering the questions, and we're just trying to understand and get to the truth of it, okay? So please don't be offended if everybody doesn't feel the same way we might feel. We're all just, showing our opinions, giving those. Okay, now Peace and Love says, do you think Cryer should fight for his son, or do you think she will ruin his life if he was to fight for him? And I'll be right back if you could answer that.
Yeah, I don't think she got enough to ruin him. He ain't really did anything. Everything that they've done has been staged, from them fighting, all the arguments and everything. So she can't really say that he's done anything. You have to be an unfit parent for her to ruin his life. And shit, he got more money. He's more stable. She wouldn't ruin his life. Going after him or trying to ruin his would just fuck her shit up even more. I already been through that. I got custody of my kids. My kid's mom is unstable. She's an unfit mom or whatever. I have custody of my kids or whatever, and then that's why it scares me, because Erica acts like her. Like she wasn't always like that. She Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, she wasn't always like that, but she has borderline personality disorder. She's acute schizophrenia and depression. That's the same signs that Erica gives off. I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I had a front row seat to it, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why sometimes when she's just talking, I just let her talk. I don't ever respond back to certain things or whatever. When I first seen her open that door in that hotel room, I should have known right then. It's the same look that I've seen before. That's why I was scared to go in the room.
Mm, wow. Okay, so Babyface is insinuating that D. Lowry, I didn't see where D. Lowry spoke about you, but she said that you and Erica did have a sexual relationship.
Nah, and I
So
tried to talk to
why does D. Lowry think that?
no, probably because Erica said that, but it was a girl called, I think her name was JS Reaction
Mm-hmm.
or something, but um I was trying to get a hold of her because that's when I seen it. Erica's the one that sent it to me. And then she kept begging me, like, don't do an interview with her. Those are my enemies. I'm like, fuck that. I need to clear my name. So I couldn't find her on anything else. I found her on Facebook. So
Mm,
I sent her my number and she called me that night. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, where'd you hear that shit from? And she was like, D. Lowry told her. And she was like, yeah, she said you were a cop. You did this. I was like, first of all, I ain't never been no damn cop. Second of all, I've been in the hotel room with Erica one time, back to back days back in 2018. I ain't even touch it. And that's on my granny and my dad. I never even touched it. That's why I
mm,
was like, where'd she get this from? So what I'm thinking is Erica made up the lie, told D. D thinking it's real. She told other people. So I think that's how that got started. I tried to reach out to D, but she never called me. She never did anything. But I did talk to what's her name, JS Reactions or whatever her name is. But I did talk to her about it. But
mm.
yeah, all of
Okay,
this
so
bull.
what made you want to come out at this point and let it be known the situation that you guys were, you know, having
Because
under behind the scenes?
I thought we were actually friends. Like I really thought that we were friends. So now that I see that Erica gets people to believe her, she gets people to follow her,
Hmm.
she gets people to take bullets for her, and then she throws them away. Like I said, she'll do it to her fans. She don't care. Like I said, I seen how obsessed she is with making it in YouTube. If she could kill right now and become famous overnight, it'd be a body somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
It
Oh,
would be a body
definitely.
somewhere.
I agree.
She's dangerous. It's some people, you know, she wants all this YouTube shit to work for all the wrong reasons. That's what she wants. She wants to be famous. She wants to be big to hurt people, to belittle people, to make people's lives hell, whatever. And like I don't see how, like, if you had a bodyguard, let's say that I'm her bodyguard, all the
Mhm.
bullshit they was throwing at her, I blocked that. I took those bullets for that.
That's
And
what I
then
did.
and then you
That's
basically just
exactly how it feels that I
you
did.
basically you basically throw this person away after they done took bullets for you. Like I said, that's trash. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. So nah. Every bullet I took for you, now you can have them back.
Understandable. Because, like, after me and our friendship stopped, I went in on her for months. Like,
Man, she
what,
told
two
me
months or so?
she tried to tell me when I did that interview with you not to do no more interviews with you. She told me not to do any more interviews with you. She I forgot what it's in the messages that I sent you. Matter of fact, I could go back
Yeah.
and screenshot more. This dude reached out to me. I know. I don't think you get along with him. Glenn and Miss Leader.
Yeah, Glenn's a dope dealer
Yeah,
with fentanyl. I definitely don't like him. He's a coward and a punk.
yeah.
But I
She.
did remember when you did a video with them. Now, I do apologize. I want you to hold for just one moment. My food's arrived. Just give me a
All right,
second to pick it up. One moment.
all right.
Okay, guys, if you got another question for Murray while I go get my food, please go ahead and ask. I'll be right back.
The fuck? What's the point of all of this? Add her on live so she could defend herself. She's not gonna defend herself. She's not gonna defend herself. She's the one that started all of this. How you gonna defend yourself on some shit that you wanted to? This is going the exact same way she wanted to go. She don't care if it's bad publicity or good publicity, as long as the spotlight is on her in it. Ain't no defending herself. This is me defending myself. Everybody saying that that's my fucking son. That's not my goddamn kid. She put that fucking rumor out there. She did all of this shit. So now she got to deal with a monster that she created. I don't care. So why did D. Lowry say that you did smash her? D. Lowry, yes, she lied. Dion might not be Cry's son, but he damn sure ain't mine. So I don't know about. I don't care about that. What? Did she ever bring anything up about? Crier youngest. Nah, I heard about that, but I ain't. That ain't none of my business. I don't know if that's for real or not. Earth Shalem, based on the receipts, looks like you hit that. Man, if I hit that, she'd be under control.
I don't know, Lance. I think she would have went that much crazier.
Man, nah. Oh, matter of fact, if I hit that, I damn sure wouldn't be blocked. How about that?
And okay, so you said that she blocked you after you stood her up.
Uh huh.
Okay, so after that, she never reached back out to you. She just went on with everything else.
Yeah,
And
but
did you speak
I
to?
heard,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said yeah, but I heard she got some new dude now doing something. I don't know who that is. So I think that course had already ran. Like she had already did what she wanted to do with me. Like say that this is my baby daddy, say that this, and I wasn't her yes man no more. I started asking questions, and there was just too many questions she didn't want to answer. So like, nah, let me find somebody else.
Same thing as me. When I started like questioning her behavior and getting on her, about some of the choices she was making, that's how she kind of flipped on me and then went running over to AB Empire's channel, you know, and they started attacking me for nothing, like, and then telling nothing but lies, dude. Like, I don't mind if somebody gets on me about something I'm guilty of, because I'm a grown woman. I'll stand in mine. But they would just say some of the most vicious, stupidest stuff you ever wanted to hear, you know?
Yeah,
And it hurt me because I'm like, bitch, for a whole year and a half, I was all you had, as far as taking up for her. And there's nobody that's in this sector that can tell you differently. I bit off everybody head. It's like I have when I say a long line of people that I ate up and destroyed because of her, and that's true. And I feel bad. Like, I've apologized, of course, to those people, but I did it because I fell victim like you did, thinking that she was this decent person. She was a victim. She was getting bullied. But she's very, very cold hearted, very calculated, very manipulative. And like you said, she'll do anything she can to increase her views or her subscribers on YouTube. She doesn't care about them, but she wants those numbers.
yeah. Cause man, I knew what it was when she told me if I wanted to make it in YouTube, everything I put out had to be drama.
So she said the drama's good.
Yeah, she like I'm telling her ideas that I had. She was like, no, I wouldn't do that. I would just. She basically wanted me to just be in her corner. So when she tell me to get into it with somebody, I get into it with her. And I'm like, nah, I'm tired of that. Like that's like no, like
So, because, yeah, didn't you answer to Mucker?
yeah, I did. I mean, I could have did all of this shit on my own. Like if that's what it is, like just charging people up, I didn't need her. If that's what it was, that's why I was like, man, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. And that's what she kept saying, like, oh, it has to be drama. It has to be this. No one's gonna look at it if it isn't, this. So everything had to be about drama with her. I got enough drama in my life. Now, I ain't finna go on the internet with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this, like I said, it's just me clearing everything up. And I'm sitting here looking at the questions in the chat. Unblockable Beauty said, why were y'all so close? We wasn't close. We wasn't close. This was somebody that I was trying to help build my page with. Like I said, man, when if it's something you're interested in, no matter what it is, if it's somebody that steps in and say they can lead you down the right way, and you see that they're successful, you gonna follow them, and you gonna follow them enough until shit start hitting you. You're gonna be like, look, I'm tired of this. You ain't showed me nothing, but I've gotten into it with everybody, so I broke away from it. Every time she would jump out the blue with, hey, do me a favor. And that favor consisted of bullshit. I don't want to do that. I don't
Mm.
want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you feel a little bad when you had to talk to Crier and act like nothing had went on, knowing that she pretty much was practically throwing herself at you?
Nah, that's not my homeboy. I don't know him. Now I would feel bad if I had a relationship with him. If I've
No.
talked to him before about anything, and all of that. But even him also, like I seen on his community post one time, he was like, if I was 6'3" with dreadlocks and lived in Dallas, what would I be? Man, that's a shot at me. That's a post about me. I don't feel bad for anything. That's your baby mama, not mine. I don't owe him anything. I didn't have to do that video. I don't owe him nothing.
Do you think that secretly he thinks that something probably did happen between
Yeah,
y'all?
yeah, yeah, man. He a man. Man, like a dude can sense that. A dude can sense that. Like he knows in his mind she's here because of who I am, or like what I can help her do. She's here. But he knew that. That bothered him. And then me on the other side, I heard them recordings. I heard them recordings where he's yelling, saying, "You give respect to Lance and this and this and this." No, she don't.
Yeah, I
She
heard that.
she
Yeah, I
she
remember.
told you that.
If y'all want to see those recordings, I believe they are on Kids Shoe Reviews page,
They're on
or
Martin's page
possibly
too.
whose
Martin.
Martin. Yeah, Martin Lewis.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but
Martin Lewis, he has them, and also
she
Kids Shoe
told
Reviews.
this man, like when I heard them recordings for the first time, I'm like, man, I don't even know who this is talking. How do he know my name? And then I started paying attention. That's when I started paying attention to him. Like, you said my name first. Now either she told you something about me and you got mad about it. Like I said, I don't owe him anything, but I never touched her. So what am I gonna feel bad about?
Okay. So in other words, you had no loyalty to him. That was on her to have loyalty to him, since
Yep,
that's what she was dealing
yep.
with. And when you spoke to Crier, was he a little cocky? Was he reserved? Was he just trying to, be understanding? Like, what was his energy?
He wanted something. Like I said, if you come at me with bad energy, I ain't gonna do no video for you. So he
Mm,
came at me. He came at me. He introduced himself. I told him I already knew who he was. I told him I was like, yeah, I play ball with your son. I've clubbed with your son. I know who you are. And then he was like, oh, okay. He was like, look at here. And then he was like, they had been getting to it with some T page. And then T page keeps saying that I'm the kid's dad. And he was like, I just need you to make a video clearing that up. And I was like, all right.
okay. Okay. And I could see why you wouldn't have had such a problem with it, because you didn't physically mess with her. Do you think it's any kind of way though that he possibly knew about the sexting? Hello, Lance.
He said about the stuff that she sent me.
Yeah, like, do you think he just do you think he kind
Nah,
of knew?
nah, ain't no way.
Okay.
Ain't no way. If I don't know what they was arguing about in them recordings, but it couldn't have been bigger than if he would have found them messages
And she asked him to do, okay, so she asked you to do the video before or after she told you to put the condoms in his front yard?
after.
What?
Yeah.
So after you spoke with him about this and did the video?
No, no, no. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She asked me that before. She asked me
Okay,
that,
before. Okay.
but it's been
Okay.
so many times. Like she wanted me to say something coming at him. Like when I had the video up on my page, somebody said something in the comments that was like, "Oh man, gonna put the hands on you," and I was like, "Man, Papa don't want it." I'm just talking, like, just entertaining them out here. She's texting me like, I seen what you said. That was funny. Keep interacting with him. Like, you want me to
She
talk about your baby?
wanted you to start a beef with him, in other words.
Yeah. I'm like, you want me to talk about this man? Like, and like I said, I mean, I'm not scared of nobody, but I'm real big on respect. He hasn't disrespected me for me to disrespect him back. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Like I said, I'm in your corner until you stab me in my back. I'm real big on friendship. I'm real big on loyalty. That's why when you pull some mess like that, if you was a man, I beat you up. If that, like I said, all this shit talking, you lucky my sisters don't get a hold of you. All
Mm.
that, like Yeah, like, cause yeah, that ain't really gonna happen.
Well, what I don't like is the way that she tried to tell me about you just isn't who you are. Like we did get to speak about some of the stuff that you were going through when she sent you a couple of dollars, but that wasn't the way she told me. Like she basically told me that if you came back to my channel, not to let you up on the panel, to kind of just ignore you and brush you off because she said that you were some lame dude who kept asking her for $10 and $20.
Everything that I asked for, I worked for it when I made them videos from her. And she was mad when you gave me a shout out and females added me. It's in the messages I sent you. She was like, I didn't know she was gonna flirt with you.
Mm.
She said it all on there. But what really made her stick around? I ain't tell you this the other day. What really made her stick around too? You remember about the incident I told you that happened here in my hometown, right?
Refresh my memory.
My kids at the water park.
Oh yes. Hmm.
Yeah, I took my kids to the water park and I dropped them off. My 15-year-old, at the time they were 15, 13, and 10. And they swam. And when I came back to pick them up, the police were beating my kids up. So I ran up in there. I was finna knock them
Oh my
police heads
goodness.
off. Yeah. So I went through a whole bunch of shit with that. I pressed charges on them. They lied on me. They had me arrested. Two of my kids arrested. Kicked
Mm.
out of school. A lot of stuff when they really abused my kids. Well, the video, the security video, they tried to edit and it got caught. So they got in trouble for it. So now I got like a $40 million lawsuit on my city. When
Oh
she
wow.
found, yeah, when she found that out, then she really didn't want to stop. Then
Let go.
that's when she started coming even harder.
Oh
That's
wow. That does make sense. That makes sense. That's
because
sort of like
the
my pattern.
pictures didn't start coming in until around that time. The pictures did,
Okay.
like,
Got
she was flirting, but the pictures didn't start coming in until that time. Who's gonna let 40 million walk?
Okay, we lost Lance, but he was giving us some good information. Now that does make a hell of a motivation for someone to get with someone is money. To answer your question, is it Tashia? Um, okay, she says, Wicked, when you were speaking to Erica, did she ever tell you she thought maybe there was something mentally wrong with her? She would have quite a few breakdowns. I would say there were several times that I was worried about her being manic, because she couldn't shake the depression. But because she had had children, I kind of helped her with, whereas I saw it as it might be postpartum. But she did admit that she was pretty depressed. But no, as far as like something was mentally wrong with her, no, she never admitted anything like that. She pretty much just blamed everyone for everything, and she wanted revenge. She pretty much didn't see, like most narcissists, herself is doing anything wrong. It was always someone did something to her, no matter what it was. We had several conversations even about Martin, and those of you who've been around a while know the situation about her and Martin were really good friends, and Martin Lewis, of course, the content creator, had her back when she and Cryer were going through a bad spot when she was pregnant and he kicked her out. And then she flipped on Martin, saying these god awful rumors, trying to insinuate that Martin was actually looking, at her child nude and things of that nature, like he was some pervert. And all Martin asked was for an apology because, of course, that was very damaging to his platform. And she refused to give it to him. She really did refuse. She even did it on my channel. I have the interview still up where she refused to give this man an apology. That's how she is. She never sees anything she does wrong. And when she does get apologetic, it's only strategic, it's a reason for it. Like, in other words, if she was to right now, and I'm sure she won't do it after this video, but let's just say if she would have reached out to apologize to me for the way that she lied on me, of course, about the scamming, that would have only been because she would have wanted me, protecting and going after people for her again. It never would have been genuinely because she saw what she did is wrong and wanted to come up from it. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely not the person she tries to portray herself as being. And to be sending this man these such vulgar type of texts, sending him nude photos and such, when it was clearly someone that she was supposed to be helping out business wise and was not interested in her, y'all. I mean, come on. How many of us have had relationships with guys? We know what it is. If you just text a man come over one time, 9 times out of 10, if that man's interested in you, he's already outside your door. He's coming. They're not going to turn you down repeatedly over and over, even when they stay out of town. But that's what he did. So, with her, you just have to kind of look at it for what it is and pray for her because she's bringing children into the world. And mental illness does play a lot of us. It does. It's not uncommon these days. It's just what you do with it. And she has to get to a point where she realizes, I feel, that something is wrong. And having these children like this isn't a game, girl. This isn't, some game of life where you're able to just put a pink peg or a blue peg and keep on riding. These are going to be children that you are responsible for taking care of. And I'm not trying to be funny, but Crier is not getting any younger. He's old. Okay? Let's be clear. He's old. And it's wrong to sit up there and bank on what he's going to be able to do for you when he's barely doing it for himself. I know how much YouTubers get paid. Okay. And I do know he's made a pretty good sum of money in the past. But I do know you dried that up just like you dried up your snatch by giving it out to anybody, popping out babies left and right every day on 6, 7 months. Like, girl, let me stop. And Kelly, I do believe that. I definitely do believe she sent the nudes to D. Lowry. I do. Erica gives that side. She does give. If you it's hard to see it because she does try and keep that side of her hidden, but that right there would not surprise me to hear that she flirts with the woman. Like, has she ever been with the woman? Now, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know. She's never confessed anything like that. But as far as at the time that she and D. Lowry were friends, D. Lowry had the bigger platform. D. Lowry was collabing with Crier and the Prince family, then she was with it. She's an opportunist, don't forget. And that's one of the things what I've noticed is there's a such thing called like energy. Energy always surrounds itself around like energy. So when she talks about Mucker was an opportunist and he just used her and sweetie, this is the same thing you do. It's the same thing Crier does. Like these men that you're surrounding yourself back by are just as bad as you are. That's why it won't work with you, just because you're in a relationship ready to go ahead and give them a child. Like that should not be the first conversation pieces, okay? Like it shouldn't be. Neither should sending out nude pictures. I mean, if you just want to have some fun, hey, you single, then that's one thing. But to think that you've been running around, got Crier looking dumb as hell, dried his whole channel up. That man went from having 400,000 and 500,000 views on a video to barely getting 15,000. Okay, they get the same amount of numbers now. And it's sad because he looks foolish. He looks dumb. He looks stupid in front of his freaking children who are also on the platform. All for the sake of trying to protect her. All for the sake of trying to do right by what he thought was the child's mother. And I'm sorry, I don't even believe it, y'all. I don't. I don't. I know she's a freak. I didn't need, Lance's messages to know that this is how her behavior is. I'm telling you. This is the type of thing she was telling me behind the scenes was, she was saying F Crier. She was saying, fuck him. He old. She can mess with somebody else and they just ain't gonna be on YouTube. So what? That was her attitude. However, in the same breath, she would then want me to do a show titled Crier Time Running Out, Mary Loved by Erica Now. You get the point? Smoke and mirrors. It was all for entertainment here. But in real life, she's miserable and giving it up to whoever will take it. Yeah, trapping men. And like Murray just told us before he got kicked off, he possibly could be getting a very large settlement. So that also was motivation for her to stay in contact with him. She's thinking about that almighty dollar. She's not thinking about a career of really trying to take care of herself. Far as she's concerned, she never wants to work again. It's more fun for her to lay on her back, get babies by different men, and then bring drama into people's lives and try and downplay them with the whole idea, oh, everybody's trying to use her, everybody is jealous of her, everybody hates her, and not realizing, no, sweetie, you hate yourself. You hate yourself. That is the problem. And I think that that's important to understand when you see why, Mari, or excuse me, Lance, I know I keep calling him both, but hey, it's his name, wanted to come up here is because he wants you guys to know once and for all. No, I did not mess with her. So I know beyond a doubt that I am not, okay, the father of any of her children. But she is not this little angel that you all wish she was. Welcome back, Marianne.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, welcome back. Just give me a second. I'm trying to plug my freaking Mac up. But yeah, I was just saying, I think that that's why you wanted to come up here and let it be known that no, you did not touch her physically. You didn't. But don't say you couldn't have if you didn't want to. And don't say that you're some lame person that was needing her support. You really thought you had a friend that you could both help each other out, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
well,
everything would have been cool. Everything would have been cool. I don't care about a blocking me and shit, but everything would have been cool. But you went as far to say, I'm begging you for money. You telling people
mhm.
you trying to blackball me before I even fucking get started.
She definitely told me that you were begging, and then she said you were so low budget that you were asking her for like $10 and $20 for
Nah,
like.
she was mad because I was telling people like I asked for people around the area like who were YouTubers or beginning YouTubers around the area. I work with all of them. I don't care how small you are. I didn't care how big you were. She was like, no, you need to charge them money. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. And I wasn't listening to her. So if I'm not listening to her, then shit, I'm really no use for her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she was
Yeah, 'cause
mad.
like you said, you were asking questions. You weren't gonna just be her fall guy, her flunky. You weren't gonna, just go and attack people. So therefore, you were expendable.
Yeah, and it's just bullshit because I lost friends behind. Like me and Joel was real cool. Me and Vaughn was real cool. Joel done hoop with my son and everything. Like we was real cool. After I start trying to put her on with them because she was begging me to, and you got those messages. After I
And
start trying to
guys,
put her
he's
on with
speaking.
them,
Excuse me, but let me just let the audience know he's speaking of Joel from Joel and Lauren, guys, another very large content creator.
yeah, man. If like when I start trying to put her on with him, like she was bugging me, talking about, hey, have you called him yet? When was the last time you talked to him? I talked to him a couple days ago. So I called him. I tried to set them up. He agreed to it, but I'm pretty sure Vaughn told him who she was and what she's
Mm-hmm.
done. So Joel cut her ass off, or he stopped talking to her, and he stopped talking to me. I don't blame him for not talking to me, but nigga, me and you was cool. Like you could have told me like a man, like,
Yeah,
hey, I don't appreciate you sending her my way, her out of all people. Then I would understood that. But don't don't be being no scary ass nigga and then pull
yeah,
some bullshit. Yeah,
yeah.
just don't
Men,
do that.
yes. I do think Mucker knew about the other men because she even was bragging about having these other men.
Yeah, I mean, Mucka seem cool, but he don't seem like a edgy type of person that she wants to go after. She wants somebody with probably a little bad boy image, somebody that's bad with an edge to him. Mucker is, he clean cut. He got all his shit together, like all of that. I think she just used him. I think she
Mm.
just used him.
So you don't think it was vice versa? They were using each other though.
I
I
mean,
think it
yeah,
was
too.
both
Like
of
maybe he wanted to start his page up, like I wanted to start my page up. So a lot of shit he went along with, but then when it got rocky, he got the fuck out of there.
them. Yeah, I think he saw crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was able to see how she was acting and her behavior, and just really felt he better get out with while he could.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what. That's what.
I
Who
mean,
is
because
her?
like the way that she, like seriously, because like the way that she acts sometimes it's very cringe.
Nah, I'm telling you, my I have two women that I have kids by. My oldest son, he lives in Houston. His mom lives in Houston. My other son's, my other kid's mom, she stays here. She has a problem. It was
Hmm.
like I said, it wasn't always like that. She started doing drugs, and then that just opened up for everything else. Like all her problems got bigger once she started doing that. But she, like I said, she has borderline personality disorder. She's acute schizophrenic. She has depression and there's other things. I can't remember everything. I
And
can't. I
we're
can't.
not trying to diagnose anybody. I'm not a medical professional.
No, I've
We're just giving
seen
our
it.
opinion of what we've witnessed.
I had a front row to me and the chick that I had kids by for 6 years. Every single day it was an argument. She flip out. She thought she could whoop my ass. Like, man, come, you not finna whoop my ass. I'm gonna put you on
Yeah.
this couch and I'm gonna hold you there until you go to sleep. You not finna whoop my ass. Like I said, and it was to the point she started picking up weapons. She started trying to run me. I'm like, nah, I'm getting out of here. I move. I moved to Houston. Like I said,
Well,
I
I'm
had a
glad you
front row
got out of
seat. I
that
had a front
situation.
row seat for it. I know what it looks like, and it's all on her. It's all on her. It's all on her. I seen it before.
Mm. Okay, hold on one second. Oh shoot, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh darn, hold on.
Your
Let me
phone is
drop down
echoing
from this one.
bad. What'd you say? What you say? I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you still echoing real bad.
Okay, hold on.
Oh no, it's
Okay,
good
is
now.
this better?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that. I had to switch devices. Okay, I'm back.
but yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we're not trying to like hurt her or career or bring her down. We're just telling, like I said, what we noticed, what we witnessed.
Yeah,
Okay, so Minnie wants to know. Is she says, Lance, do you think she provoked Crier and Mucker?
yeah, yeah.
I
I
know
really
that.
think she do. When she doesn't get her way, it's like just hell breaks loose. She'll say whatever she got to do to get underneath your skin. Probably if she have to. I've seen that before. Like I said, I had a front row seat to it for 6 years. I seen it before. Can't nobody hide that shit from me. I read people energy. And when I first met her and she opened that door, I should have turned around and walked out there. And hell yeah, she provoked them. Not saying if they put their hands on her that they was right, but shit, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so give me a second. Let me turn this computer off because I think it's still. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now, 'cause it was getting on my last freaking nerves. Okay, but yeah, but is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up? If there are any other questions, please ask them now.
Nah, I just think people need to look deeper into stuff. A lot of people are feeling sorry for her, and that's what she want them to do. And y'all are mad about people speaking out on it like we bullies. Like I said, if a chick is raped, if a chick is raped, and people tell her she shouldn't tell it, like or people are fussing at her when when she comes out and tells what happens to her or whatever, people say that that's wrong. Like our friendship was raped, our trust was raped, and y'all are mad at us because we sitting up here telling about it. So she won't do, man. She'll do it to y'all. She don't care. She'll do it to y'all.
Sure will. She used to tell me that most of her subscribers were like broken or who had been through very bad relationships,
I believe
meaning
it.
she already knew or had a sense that she could tie into them by her acting like she was going through a bad relationship or a
Because
bad
they can
breakup
relate to her.
or
They
being
can relate
because
to
they
her.
can relate to it,
Yeah.
which is
Like if
pretty
I
much
came
just
out
like
right now and
saying,
said
"Oh,
that
my subs are dumb."
if I came out and said I'm a battered husband, I'm a battered husband that I've dealt with crazy or whatever. Most of my followers are gonna be men who was in my position. It's the same thing.
It's sad. That's really sad. That is really sad. Okay, so Earth says, Murray, who sent the first pic when she opened that door, hotel door, and you seen the unstableness, yet you still joined the circus? Why didn't you turn around and leave? You were already 3 hours late.
Man, I could hold my own if anything fucked up in there happened. It's just like the vibe didn't feel right, but after a while she calmed down. I'm just thinking it was because she was mad that I was late. But she sent the first picture. That shit was a surprise to me. I was sitting there talking to my mom when it came through, face to face with my mom. If I'd have been turned the other way, she'd have seen everything I saw.
Wow. About how many pictures do you have of her naked?
I don't know. I gotta go back and count. I gotta go back and count.
Ooh. And like you said, it's not like you had to be the only man she was even dealing with.
Nah, and like they don't understand them messages that you got from me. She switched phone numbers like 12 times, so that's 12 different. That's I've changed like 3 times already. If I have
I'm sorry, what were you saying? It went out. Are you here? Lance, I think you went back out.
hello,
Okay, you're back. Okay, I had lost you for a moment. Okay, good. Okay, so what were you
yeah,
saying?
what did you ask me? I was answering the question you had asked me.
Thank you, Earth. Lord, honey, I forgot. Oh, okay, we were basically. I was basically.
Uh,
Um, what were you saying? I don't want to cut you off. Oh well, look, I can't remember. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got sideswiped thinking about the grandchildren. But Minnie left a question. She said, "How did you feel about that series she did on Mucker? Did you think she was crazy, or do you think that Mucker should have spoke out first?" Are you here, Lance?
can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Did you hear the
I said I
question?
didn't watch it. I don't never watch her stuff. I don't watch anything unless she calls me and tells me she needs me to do something. I
Okay,
don't.
so
I
you
don't.
didn't see the series.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, so Reviews and More says, did Erica send you those pictures and messages while she was with Mr. Cryer? It definitely
Yeah,
was some in Reviews and More.
yeah, she did.
Mm. And Reviews More,
It would be
pretty
times.
much.
It would be times where she would send me stuff, and then the next day when I call her about a question, she'll be like, "Hold on, with Damien recording." So I just wouldn't even call back or do anything.
And what other stuff do you remember offhand she told you about him?
About Damien,
Yeah, like once you found out that she was dealing with him, like did she at any time like tell you, how she felt about him, how she didn't, frustration or anything like that?
she used to try to call and ask me for like advice, like what would you do if if no, like what does it mean when a guy does this? She was saying that I guess he flew back to Indiana and he wouldn't let her go, but he went down there and I guess he has a baby mama in Indiana or whatever. And I was just like, yourself, you don't need me to tell you. You don't need me to tell.
Yeah, she's definitely very jealous, I think, of his relationship with Mama Selena is her name.
Yeah, I don't know her, but
Of
yeah,
course they might.
she just keeps saying the baby mama in Indiana, like she was always. I think that's where she said she was trying to move to.
Oh really? Oh
I
wow.
think that's what she said in January that she was trying to move to Indiana, and I'm like, why? Like, why?
What's there? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never heard somebody be like, oh hell yeah, I'm finna move to Indiana. I ain't never heard nobody say that shit.
I agree. Earth says she'll do anything to destroy people's character. Yeah, I think she really kind of gets off of it. She gets off on the fact that even though people are decent that come to her, when she's through with them, she has an ability to have several hundred people come at that person just because she says that they've done something wrong. When 9 times out of 10, the people did nothing wrong. She's just looked at them as expendable and ready to move on as someone she can manipulate.
Yeah, she can't say I did anything wrong. Like I said, and I really doubt that she gonna comment back on anything. She can't lie on me, and she better not say that I'm lying. Because like I said, I got too much.
Yeah. Like that, and that's the sad part, guys. We're not trying to beat this child up. Most of us are a little bit older than her. But this right here has to stop. Like we have to be careful of what kind of monster we feed, so to speak. And I feel it's getting out of hand. Like she takes advantage of everyone, and I think Murray said it best. When he came on here and he said, "Look, I didn't have sex with her, so I'm not gonna have." My child, who's a teenager watching this, thinking that he might have a sibling out here based upon some BS or some drama that she wants to have. And he has a right to that. He has a right to defend his character. And he's just being honest to say, no, I didn't sleep with her, but if I wanted to, I definitely could have. She's not this innocent, person that she has y'all fooled to believe. And he's well aware of what the things is that she's been going around saying about him. So he's just defending himself, and I don't think anything's wrong in it. So is there
Facts.
anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, I'm good.
Well, I thank you so much. Like I appreciate you coming up and telling your story. I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow addressing a couple of more things, mainly about her being pregnant and a situation that occurred between her and Mr. Cryer a couple of months ago, possibly that went horribly wrong. Erica's a mess. It's a mess, and she loves for people to talk about her. So, girl, I know I'm your fave. I'm that. I'm gonna talk about your sis, and I'm gonna hopefully get through to you. Okay, because this needs to be stopped. Okay, you really think it's okay to just keep bringing babies into the world with no fathers, acting like you act, and it's sad. Like a woman in your situation should never text a man in the middle of the night, you're so horny. Like, girl, you are not. Okay, you are pathetic. Okay, let's be motherfucking clear. It's time to close your legs, open your mind, okay? Okay? Cross your T's and dot your I's, okay? Because you're about to have a huge family of boys, okay? And if those boys run around with women like you, just look at where they'll end up, Okay. Now, thank you everybody for coming to the building. I appreciate all of you, especially those of you who never thought to turn your back on me. Those of you who were smart enough to see, this hate train that they tried to go up against me with was only lies. Like, y'all, thank you for that. I'm really appreciative. To those of you who sit in the bushes because you're a hater, thank you so much, because you watch more than the people that support me, and that's what it's all about, is you giving me your time to watch my video. If this is your first time around these parts, I hope you'll come on back. I hope you'll like the video, of course. I hope you commented it. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll share the video. And most importantly, I want to thank Lance that took the time to come out here, tell his story, okay? Tell his story and bring the mother freaking receipts. Cause who knew Erica is a freak? Okay, we know Wicked Angel is a freak, but we know now that Erica is a freak. She's not this little innocent character that's only been with Mucker, only been with Cryer, and no, 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 no. This is not how this chick is running. Okay. Now, with that said, bless y'all. I hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you guys, if not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So please stay safe, be with your families, be better tomorrow than you were today. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.